Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. It is 11:04 in the PM, and we're getting ready to play some more of The Dog Island, a game that I've been enjoying more than I would have ever expected to be completely honest. It's a bit of a sleeper, honestly, in the list of games that I was going to play. Oh, hello. The canoe would eventually tip. What? What are you talking about? Oh, everyone ragging. The only vegetables you can get are in the canyon area, and the bear is in the dry valley. Other than that, you can start to fill the fish and bug collection. The bugs are a bit odd with them not operating on RNG, but being loaded in the area in sets, with Treely Woods and Zoomy Lake having the majority of bugs that other areas have. Interesting. Yeah, 2 rag streams in a row. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What, 1 hour late? What the fuck? What do you mean? This is the same time we always stream. Also, I'm pretty sure you posted that like 2 hours ago. No, what the fuck? Or an hour ago maybe? I don't know. Sorry, I'm late. Hello, Moth. You're not late. Wait, why is the stream? Why isn't the stream going live by now? What's the weird small black and white version of ragging the thumbnail? It's the same rag that always is there. Rejoice. Hello, fun case. How goes it? Midnight Owl, hit that like, silly billies. Thank you. Thank you. Good idea, like the stream. A good, fun, relaxing game might be Poker Night at the Inventory. I've never heard of that before. But if you're talking about like literally playing poker at the inventory, I mean, maybe. We're getting sniffed tonight. What is this song? This isn't the normal song. What do you mean? It's always been Fallen Angel featuring Amy B. It's always been Fallen Angel by Mitsunori Ikeda. I can speak, featuring Amy B. This isn't Dog Song. What the fuck? It's not Dog Song. I'll give you that. But we've never played Dog Song at the beginning of stream. Hi, how goes it, Steve? How you doing? This isn't the song we wanted. What happened to the normal song? What are you talking about, Smith? This is the same song it's always been. From the totally normal stream last night? What stream last night? There wasn't a stream last night. Same song as yesterday. What are you people on about? I mean, it's the same song as always, but what do you mean about yesterday? You mean like the like day before or whatever? How long ago was it the last time I streamed? Like 3 days ago or something? It's been a while, guys. I wonder if he cured his albinism. What are you talking about? I'm not albino. Question: if a human in Tamriel eats an elf, is that cannibalism? Is that by some way ethically bad? I don't know. I don't think it would be cannibalism, because I'm pretty sure cannibalism requires that you eat your own kind, and as I understand it, elves and humans are not like the same, technically speaking, in universe. Though I suppose they can interbreed, so that brings up some really weird questions about genetics in the Elder Scrolls, but that's also neither here nor there. I think the answer is no, technically, but it's like one of those things where it's like, is it ethically bad to eat something that is at the same level of sapience as humans that aren't humans, you know? I think even if it's not like you're not going to get prions or something from it, then it's still probably like a questionable thing to do, you know? I tried to pet a sleeping griffin and got yeeted off the edge. Esoteric Ebb. At least I didn't tickle a sleeping dragon. Also, your model is not visible. Now it is. I know it's not. It does that sometimes. It takes a little bit for it to load into OBS. Why does your voice sound weird? What do you mean? This is how my voice has always sounded. Yay, he's cured. What's wrong with Rag's model? Nothing's wrong. This is the way it's always been. To be fair, things like donkeys and horses can interbreed even though they're different species. Yeah, but like, I don't think a mule is actually able to be, I'm pretty sure mules are infertile, no? Hey, pizza slaps. For week or no, I've got good pizza. Hell yeah. Twitch, please. Oh, is Twitch dying on you? Is Twitch being an asshole? Twitch might be being an asshole. It's probably my fault somehow. It doesn't look like I'm dropping frames any meaningful amount on OBS, and YouTube seems fine. So it's probably just that Twitch doesn't like me. Unfortunate. So I was being an ass on laptop earlier today, too. That's unfortunate. It did show that I was being unstable on Twitch. I'm not quite sure why. Poo-poo laptop issue. What's wrong with Rag's model? Time to sing a boss again? A boss man, dealer's choice? What do you mean? What do you mean sing again? I don't want to sing. I'm not a singer. Thanks for the $20, but what the fuck? Is it bad to eat something sapient? Well, octopus shouldn't be so delicious then. It's not cannibalism by the literal definition, but in-world definition would probably include other races. Yeah, that's probably that's where I'm at. I'd probably assume that. Mules are normally infertile, but very rarely they're not. I think that happened with the Bretons. Interesting. Maybe most hybrids are infertile, but the Bretons were from a stable strain? Oh, no. You know what you've become? Oh, God. Okay. Okay, motherfuckers. You don't want me to sing. You don't. Not really. Hi, Rag. Hi, Trollkey. How you doing? Alright, let's see. Where's my fucking... Also need Dog Song again? Might be the last time. You think so? You think it might be the last time tonight? You think we're gonna beat the game and never have to hear it again? Also, weren't you one of the ones who hated it first thing because of the because it was like a child singing and you were like, "Oh, this sucks." Or was that someone else? Why do you hurt me, Boneless? Was it Moth who didn't like it? Yay, dog time. Okay, hold on. I gotta find something simple, something that I can't fuck up. No, I loved it. Where is the fucking... I gotta find something simple that I can do that doesn't, like, embarrass me horribly. I mean, they all embarrass me, but, like, you know... What's the, What's something that I can do that isn't, like... It makes my heart feel nourished? Tequila, just do the tequila song. I would have to play the whole rest of it too, though. I'm pretty sure that would. I'd be afraid to get in trouble with that. Flanders Fields. I don't know that one. Hold on. Let me scroll through my 1600 song playlist and see if I can find something that's actually like decent that I can do. Because like I also don't have any of the karaoke versions of these songs like ready to go. That's not a thing that I've ever been, like, I've never even considered that. I've never done a karaoke stream. I'm like a failure as a VTuber or something, since so many of them do this. Sing an anime opening? I don't have any memorized. I usually skip openings, because I'm a fucking, like, casual. If you're gonna play a song, play the Banana Phone song! Please do not act like you don't know Cruel Angel's Thesis by heart. I don't have Cruel Angel's Thesis memorized. Not in English, and certainly not in Japanese. And most of the time, like, I'll have like a chorus or something memorized, and I'll sing along with that. But I don't know like whole songs typically. I don't sing whole songs to myself. Angel with his shotgun. Oh, hentai song? Oh no, I have to memorize one of Searle's songs. MTC or something. Rag, I posted the Japanese version of the Dog Island song if you want to play that one instead of the English one. I could do that. Sing the Ragnarok 3-in-1 intro song. I don't have the lyrics to it memorized. I just listen. I vibe to it, dude. I barely ever pay attention. And the songs that I do know are like not songs that I'm going to sing in public. Let's see. I don't know. Fish in the Sea, no. Lowlands Away, no. You're the Devil in Disguise, maybe? I'm gonna fucking... Elvis Presley's gonna roll in his damn grave if I try singing that. Do a shanty? A shanty? Let's see. Do I have the lyrics to any shanties? I think I can find one. This is probably going to be way too long. I can do, like, Barrett's Privateers or something. God fucking damn it, genius. Okay, let's try this. This is going to be embarrassing, guys, alright? Alright? Do Hoobastank Reason or Finger 11 Paralyzer. Rag knows some songs from Sonic. I could do the Sonic Heroes theme. What's the one with I'm Sailing Away? Sea Shanty? Here, we're gonna do Barrett's Privateers. I'm gonna see if I can... I'm gonna horribly embarrass myself. I don't have, background music or anything. Because it's a shanty, it shouldn't need it, right? That's the logic I'm working with? Alright. I hope you guys are ready for what you asked for. Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Oh, Elcid Barrett cried the town, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. For 20 brave men, all fishermen, who would make for him the Antelope's crew, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold, we'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. The Antelope sloop was a sickening sight. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. She'd a list to the port and her sails in rags, and the cook in the scuppers with the staggers and jags, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold, we'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the King's birthday we put to sea, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. We were 91 days to Montego Bay, pumping like madmen all the way, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold, we'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. The Yankee lay low down with gold, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. She was broad and fat and loose in the stays, but to catch her took the Antelope 2 whole days, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold, we'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Then at length we stood 2 cables away, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Our cracked 4-pounders made an awful din, but with one fat ball the Yanks stove us in, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold, we'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. The Antelope shook and pitched on her side, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Barrett was smashed like a bowl of eggs, and the main truck carried off both me legs, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold, we'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. So here I lay in my 23rd year, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. It's been 6 years since we sailed away, and I just made Halifax yesterday, gods damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold, we'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Alright, that's the whole song. I did the whole thing this time. I didn't even cheap out on you like I did with the Army song, because, frankly, I never had to learn the entirety of the Army song. Ugh. Oh god, holy shit. Do a shanty. What's the one with I'm Sailing Away? Sea shanty. He will be loaded. He will wish he loaded into the game faster. You're damn right I will. No more songs tonight. Don't donate any more money for songs. I'm not going to sing more than one song a night. Oh my god. No, wait, do Escape from the City? Can you feel? Beautiful, Reg. You have great singing skills. I'm glad that you're willing to pretend for me. This isn't anime at all. You're damn right it's not. Y'all need to pay Rag to sing more sea shanties. God damn it. You're doing really well till the end there. Shut up. Epic. Thank you. This is so patriotic for America. I'm pretty sure it's a Canadian song. I'm pretty sure it's a Canadian song, no? Hello, America. Please sing the Burger King Tender Crisp Bacon Cheddar Ranch song. I don't know that one. Oh, you legitimately have really good singing is even enough to work well with songs like this. I'm glad you think so. Devil in Disguise next time, maybe, if I can do it without turning Elvis Presley into a goddamn, like, energy generator. Ugh, is this guy 902 or something? Maybe. Shia LaBeouf clapping and crying. Beautiful. What language was that? It was English! It was just with a fucking accent on it, I guess. Encore, encore. No, no, no encore. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. I don't speak pirate. It was good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My mom always tells me that my singing voice is good, but that's also my mom, and so therefore she's, like, obligated to compliment me. At least that's how it works in my brain. You know, it makes it very difficult to accept compliments from family. What's this talking about? Stream went mute all of a sudden. He's singing because a YouTube chat made him. I'm mad if Twitch won't let me clip all of this. The Wellerman is better, but alright. I could probably do Wellerman sometime. I remember that somebody made a parody of it with, like, the GameStop stonks and everything when that was going on. Now do Notorious KKK. I am not going to... I have that song. I'm not going to... I'm not going to do the Notorious KKK. Not the fucking, there's another one, that I can't remember the name of, that's like, one of the lyrics is like, you can't possibly bump this at a red light. You wouldn't even really wanna. It's hate speech. It's fucking stupid. These songs are terrible. Second channel of sea shanties confirmed. No, 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 no. I have said that if I ever decided to do music or something, I would do it on a different channel, because I would not want to be like, oh yeah, by the way, here's some random music, Elder Scrolls channel. Here's some random music for you guys. Now the Japanese Dog Island song. We can play that. Boneless. Do you want to hear the Japanese version of the song? Even like, or would you rather just I boot the game? We can do that. I want to listen to it because I'm curious, but I want to know if that's going to be okay with the listening purposes, because I got paid for that. Both, please? Okay, we can do both. We'll listen to them back to back, I guess. 902, the Nova Scotia Halifax area code, is not your level of ancient. Oh, see? $20 equals one song per stream. You could do a DK rap. The fucking DK rap. I haven't even played Donkey Kong. I'd be a total poser. Like, I know the song, but I not like by heart. I can't do it memorized, but like I'd be able. I could like find the lyrics, but I'd be a total poser. Moon Man, can't you see? Both, please. Okay, you can always do the shanty when you're on the ship travel to yet another Daggerfall challenge. I am going to have to do Daggerfall without fast travel. I'm debating how much I want to how much I want to like modify the playthrough if I do it at all. I think that the sailing mod would be a pretty fun one. We eating good tonight, boys. Fuda missing out. DK, he's dead. Don't DK, he's dead. We should definitely make that the next long stream series. Oh no. Oh no. What do you what wait, what? Rag listens to yeah, I know that song. I know that song, Coma. Sail North did a version. It's pretty lovely. Interesting. I haven't listened to most thing like you want to know the most embarrassing thing for me? The reason I started looking into sea shanties at all was because of World of Warcraft. Back in, I want to say it was Battle for Azeroth's release. They did that song with where Jaina was singing a song. I can't remember the fucking lyrics to it now. But that song was like the thing that was like, ooh, sea shanties sound kind of nice for me. Airship mod was fun in Daggerfall. That would be OP in that no fast travel run. It would be definitely OP. I've seen how fast they move, and it would kind of trivialize the challenge. I think the one where like you sail yourself might be pretty okay. We done knew you were a nerd, Rag. Yeah, but like, you know, like it's just the way it should be. Donkey Kong 64 is not a short game. No, it's not. I remember I watched Nostalgic Juice do a video about like going through like the retro achievements thing for it, and he 100%ed Donkey Kong 64, which was like I didn't know what I was getting into, because like when I was playing Banjo and Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play I'll play like collectathons and stuff like that for like my weekly, like during the week streams, and I'll have my RPG on the long-term RPGs on the weekends, and it'll just be like I play like one game for a year or something. It'll be fine. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do Donkey Kong 64 next. And people were like, holy shit, dude, don't do Donkey Kong 64. It's gonna take fucking forever. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? It's not that long, is it? Because I remember playing it out at like Walmart and shit. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like go over here and I'm just gonna play Donkey Kong 64 for a little bit because it's just like an open demo or whatever. And it was fun. I never like bought the game because I didn't own an N64, but it was fun to play. And then I found out apparently it's like got like thousands of collectibles. I want to hear Rag sing the finale song from Reboot now. Daggerfall Traveling and Talking Stream. That is effectively what it would turn into. Got a shanty from OSRS, but it's also a neat album by High Tide from '69. I haven't thought about. OSRS has some really good music. I love old school RuneScape. I don't play it because I don't have the time to dedicate to MMOs these days, but man, why am I fucking lightheaded, dude? I know exactly what the problem is. It's because I didn't fucking wake up until forever ago. Oh, forever ago? Fucking like 3 hours ago. I slept like 16 hours. I don't know what the issue is. Alright. Okay, let's find that song. It's like a 10,000 hour or 1,000 hour endeavor. Let's see. Where is it under music? Oh, I almost clicked on the thing Akoma posted. No, I can't do that. Okay, we're gonna listen to this. This is the. I swear to God, if you're like trolling me and just. Aww. It's cute! But it's also got, like, doesn't have the lyrics all the way through, it doesn't seem. Unless this part is just longer than I remember. Aww. 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 It's so cute. What a wonderful song. What a wonderful song. I'm trying to read the fucking kanji in the Japanese title, but it's like Hitotsu no Hana no, and then kanji that I recognize, like one of them is like language, but I don't remember what the other one is like fucking I recognize it, but I don't, like, I can't put it together what it's supposed to be. Daggerfall without fast traveling takes one whole stream to get to one dungeon from a town. Well, time to sing 1,000 bottles of beer on the wall. If so part of the thing that I want to do with that whole thing, I want to create. I don't know if this would even work really for me, because I'd need some way to, like, honestly, what it should probably be is just like I should open up memberships or some shit and then be like, oh, after X many memberships, then I like restrict myself from doing this, or if I X many memberships, I do restrict myself from doing this, and other shit like that. Because that's probably the easiest way for me to be like, oh, we're gonna, like, I can restrict it and make it like actually a challenge and not just take fucking forever. It'd be things like, oh, can't enchant my gear with running. Okay. Then like no teleportation spells like Mark and Recall. And then like maybe an Iron Man thing. So if I ever die, I have to start over. That would probably be like an expensive one if I was gonna do that, just because it would take forever if I did actually die. Ugh. Especially because, you know, every once in a while I'd get fucking deleted probably. Rag loves songs about children crying and about death. That's not true. That's not how that goes. Play the original Dragon Ball Z intro. I can't just be playing a bunch of intros today, guys. It's bad enough that I'm gonna do 2, and like singing one for myself. Damn, this is actually too much. Girl singing is either 5 or 45, and there's no way to tell. Or the Neopets PS2 game, and there's really more of an action RPG game. Criminally obscure. You know, I've heard good things about Neopets, and I've never. I think I might have like an old account on the Neopets website, but I don't think it was ever something that I actually paid a lot of attention to. Absolute goo goo gaga. Polish cow. Tylko jedno. Oh god, I can't remember what the lyrics were. I looked into them once because I was curious. Is this the dog song? It was. It was the dog song. I'm so angry that the half-hour versions of this soundtrack were taken off. Oh no! I need more cute and wholesome songs in my life. Oh, 56709. Membership. That's the first step to merchandise. Is it? I have. I should ask my friend about merchandise. One of my buddies who does a bunch of mods, and he talks a lot about necromancy. That's like the main thing on his channel. Cheb Gonaz, cool guy. Check him out. He had I bought one of his sweaters fucking forever ago, but I used it so much that the design on it rubbed off completely, and so now it doesn't have anything on it. It's just a black sweater, and I still use it because black sweater nice, but fucking hell. How about playing the game? How about I do what I fucking want? Japanese kid singing always gives me, always reminds me of the third impact / ending of Eva Rebuild. I've never played, I've never watched the rebuilds of Evangelion. I watched through Eva one time, and then I watched the movie. And I liked it at the end. I still think that all of the characters, Shinji included, were fucking insufferable. Like, every single one annoyed me. But, like, overall, I thought it was an interesting story. Watch Rebuild 1 and 2 tonight. I will not, more than likely. Kaio Kyoku, the one that sounded like a fake voice, practically, but there's a lot of goodies to be had. It's like a continuation of French pop from 65 to 75. Is that what, like, city pop is, like, comes from, or something? When I tried Neopets, the Darkest Fairy, it gave some pretty good first impressions. It sounds so fucking familiar. What anime did I watch with these voices as the intro song? Rag's J-pop idol age coming up. The Rag sway TM. No, it's not a TM. I'm just swaying because like I can't like sing. What am I supposed to do? Like I'm gonna call Nikichi up, be like, hey, I need the Fortnite default dance on my model now. I need the Fortnite default dance. The Skittles game? Okay. Let's boot the game up. Let's get into it, shall we? It's been long enough, I think. Half an hour of yap. That's plenty of yap, I think. I had to sing and everything. This is bullshit. I didn't expect to have to sing tonight, fuckers. There we go. My head is fucking enormous today. I feel like my head's been enormous for a while. I had to get humbled a little bit. But I love the rag sway. It's just not trademarked, man. It's not trademarked. It's technically, I don't own it, legally speaking. It's just that I'm doing it. West of Loathing is a fun time. I think I've mentioned before that I played Kingdom of Loathing fucking forever ago. It's really hard to tell what the kids are saying, especially when I'm talking over it like this. 'Tis a joke, ho. Yeah. Swag like the rag. Oh my god. I used to make a joke about like if it's like instead of being Ragnarok 311, it was like I would be Swagnikok 420. I'd say bite me, but YouTube chat is a weird group. they might take you up on that. This is what heaven is like. We are all puppies. I need to watch All Dogs Go to Heaven again. It's been forever. I literally haven't watched it since I was like a little kid. Wow. This pretty much babes fulfilling some dude's lyrics and other arrangements. Eurovision-esque. It's odd to me that people bring up Eurovision when one of my best friends brought up Eurovision earlier today. Because I think he was talking about like the only time Finland ever won Eurovision was when they brought up they put forth a band called Lordi, and I actually really like this band. It's like Lordi. They're like a metal / hard rock band. They have a song called Hard Rock Hallelujah that I thought was sick as fuck. Moth is the only pure one. I think I managed to traumatize Boneless. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Hurts the feelings. Dude, it has been so long since I've seen it. So cute. Rags 2026. They are good. Hard Rock Hallelujah. Yup. That's the one. They also did Devil is a Loser. They sure did. They have another one that's like it's like Scare Force 1 or something like that. And like the intro, I think the intro on it is like the pilot basically being like, everything's fucked. I'm gonna go fuck the stewardesses in the bathrooms. On 20 May 2006, Lordi made history by winning the Eurovision Song Contest held in Athens. Interesting, I've mainly watched France Gall era. Yeah, I remember one of the first times I ever paid attention was, I think, was it just called Fairy Tale? I'm in love with a fairy tale, even though it hurts. I forget, I think it's just called Fairy Tale. That song was like one of the first times I ever paid attention to Eurovision. It's a good song. I enjoyed it a lot. Has a sick, I think it's a violin. I'm not super good on instruments. Any old post can perform a save. Okay, but I want my mail. Sing that again. That voice was so good. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Damn man, that sing. Hit it. Oh my god, no, 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 no! I'm not supposed to be a singist, guys. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. For a second I thought you were gonna sing I'm in love with a stripper. I'm in love with a stripper. She ride and she roll. Oh, that's a good song. I haven't heard that song in a while either. I need to listen to that again. I want my mail. That's not the Get it? Checking the mail? How many records are you expecting to sell if your last LP sends you directly to jail? Rag isn't a singist, he's but you're so good at it! 20 years from the win this year. Damn, that's been a long time. I don't know how to do anything with music. I could maybe sing songs, but I don't know how to, like, mix. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So I couldn't, like... So I'm not willing to put in the effort to like, post covers or anything like that. 95 miles an hour. God damn it. What do you mean it came in the mail? Well... Thank you for everything. This better not be my brother being like, I'm not gonna make it, guys. 10 years from now, when Rag is at the Grammys accepting his award, we're all gonna look back at the stream and laugh. I better not. I better not. I don't want... We got a hand-knitted hat. No, don't read the mail. I have to know. There's covers with me on them on YouTube, but you'll never find them. No, please, no. No. Thank you for everything. Oh, no, it's... Dear Updog, is everything okay? Thank you for sending us the Marin. Your brother loved it. I knitted a homemade hat for you. I want you to use it. Please be careful. Okay, bye. Okay, our brother loved it. He's not dead yet. I'm sure Mom would have told us if he was dead. But I think we will. I think we will actually wear it then. Is it a special item? Am I not able to equip my hand-knitted hat? I want to equip my hand-knitted hat. No, that sucks. I'm putting my hat back on. It's like you have a gun to your head for every letter you get from now on. It really does feel like it. All right. So, we didn't have any active quests, right? It wasn't possible for us to look at anything. So we probably need to talk to the other thing. So, let's just go and fill out our collections, right? Where was it I needed to go? Get more swag. I'll get more swag when I need to. Rag, if you get the bad end, we have to restart. If we get the bad end, we'll try again, but this time I'll be like trying to speedrun it or something. I'll know better. Okay, so we needed to go to the Dry Canyon, I believe. Was it the Dry Valley? So we'll go to Rune Village. Rune Village, you've been sentenced to death. You'll be stuck in Rune Village till you take your last breath. Okay. So, not caverns, Dry Valley. We have to look for the bear in Dry Valley, I guess. And also there's veggies and shit that we haven't found. You should have Steambot Chronicles on your list of games to play too. I might. It sounds familiar. Dry Valley for the bear, then the canyon for the scents, and the... Oh! This is one that we don't have. I thought it would be red, but it's not. Cave with the strange statue for more sense. I went to the cave with the strange statue and I wasn't able to go any further in it. I'm assuming that there's, like, quests and shit that need doing in order to, do that. Are you the bear? You are. So that's the gentle bear, huh? But is it really harmless? What the fuck is... Dude, every time I do any accent, it bleeds into my fucking meowth. I haven't felt this betrayed by a video game since Link tossed Saria's Ocarina aside like it was nothing in the second he found Zelda's. I don't know what you're referring to. I haven't played that game. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Hat should be equipable. It should be. The bear, the maiden fair. Wait, you don't sound like Meowth normally? No. I mean, it's not gonna chomp us the second we're close enough, is it? I mean, he's gentle. Hey, wait! Watch out, it's gonna eat you, run! Sup, Rag? How you doing, Volcanic? Speedrun it next time so that one YouTube Was he just... Come on, if we don't get out of here, it's gonna make snacks out of us. Huh? What's going on? What's wrong? You got a stomachache? It looks pretty painful. No, hold on, how do I...
Nuh-uh, that's not it. I'm just hungry. I'm so hungry, I can't even move.
Hey, it talked! So are you really one of those gentle bears?
Yup, I sure am. All my relatives and I only eat honey. It's been that way for ages now. We're all vegetarians.
Vegetarian bears! I think this bear is having a heart attack. I sure hope not. We need him for a quest. He needs to join the circus for us. But also welcome in. Bro is a descendant of Pooh. He might be. Oh, bother. What did I miss? Just me singing. Multiple times. Why is the bear naked? Why is it? What do you mean? He's got fur. Found the bear. Yeah, I did. Feed me, Ragmore. He has diabetes. Diabetes. Meowth just ate a nerd. Just has a nerdy Jersey accent. I mean, kinda, yeah. This bear's like 3 weeks left to live. No! Christopher Robin? That fur looks awfully skin-colored. He's just vibing. Howdy there, Egg. How you doing, Taran? Gentle bear, he says, chewing doggos. He's not chewing the dogs. He needs insulin?
You're giving this to me? Yummy! Thanks! How can I repay you? Ask me anything you want. Just name it and it's yours.
Did you say anything? Alright then, you see, Ooh La La is rebuilding his circus, and he wants you and his crew. You could be a star, what do you say?
I smell a honey-making opportunity here. I'll do it.
Don't feed him cheeseburgers, he has the diabetes, as long as you have enough rupees.
Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.
Ask me anything, be this guy's slave. It's gonna be like the beginning of Final Fantasy IX again. We need to go back to Ooh La La. Actually, wait, there was, let's check the cave again. See if I can actually get the thing. Anything? Become a circus worker. Oh, of course, yeah, why not? This looks like it should be a DS game. It probably was, honestly. I know it was on the Wii. Ooh. Oh! Fucker. Oh, no. Stop! Stop digging! Oh, fucker. I need you... Alright, it's mine. We got it. We got the star fruit. We're out of here. Fuck that. That should be the fruits done. Or not, maybe not done. It's, one of them's a shit, there's something else that we needed. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hung up on the idea that you play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time sometime this year. That being said, if you want to wait for November 2030, you can do a 30-year anniversary playthrough. Or 2028. I am more interested in playing through the games, not necessarily, like, all the way in order, but, like, I want to at least play the like Legend of Zelda 1 before jumping right into Ocarina, because I know there's a few other games that I can do first. Like, I believe there's some Game Boy Advance games, like, I want to say it was like Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Time or something like that. I don't remember exactly. There's stuff that I'm curious about Legend of Zelda, because I've said before, the only one I've ever played, the only two I've ever played are Phantom Hourglass and fucking Link Between Worlds. And I liked them well enough, and then I found out that Phantom Hourglass was one of the least popular. You know, people seem to be fond of Wind Waker. I don't know how people feel about Spirit Tracks, but Phantom Hourglass apparently was not as well liked as, like, a lot of them. I'm tempted to play through every single Zelda game except Ocarina of Time in my lifetime. That, I think, maybe is depriving yourself for no reason. There's a Game Boy Color. Yeah. Either way, the point remains, like, there's other games before Ocarina that I'm interested in checking out as well. Link Between Worlds is fantastic. It is fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot, but apparently it has a lot to do with, like a link to the past, I want to say, and is, like, a lot of stuff is, like, references to A Link to the Past. And I hadn't played that game, so I wouldn't have ever known. Okay, so we got that one. So we're missing this thing, which is in old buildings, apparently. There's one more in that cavern. I believe it. The GBA one's maybe more like A Link to the Past, which is a great one. A Link to the Past is the best one of all time. The most Zelda of them all. I highly recommend it. Plus, there's PC ports. But you never heard that from me. Oh, don't worry. I know a thing or two about ports here and there. Wind Waker and Spirit Tracks are my favorite. Spirit Tracks is better than Phantom Hourglass. I think Majora's Mask is the best. Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time are the two that I know get a lot of glazing online. I know that Seer doesn't like either of them, which is kind of funny, but that's a different discussion. Zelda 2, best Zelda. I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not. I've also seen the CDI memes for Legend of Zelda. So is there something fucked up about this game, or is it just dogs? The game is about death. We're trying to save our little brother from dying because he's sick, and It's like, it's not like constant or anything, it is mostly just cute dogs, but it is it is about death and avoiding it. And potentially, at this point, maybe having to come to terms with the fact that we can't do it. But we'll see. We'll see about that. Majora's Mask was great. One more in that cavern. Zelda 2 is where the real one's at. My favorite Zelda game is the one that you hate the most. My least favorite Zelda game is the one you hate. My favorite Zelda game is the one that you hate the most. My favorite Zelda game. Oh, you're just copying that. You're just copying the same thing twice. What the fuck? I wonder if Link was the reason for my love of feminine men and dislike of beefcakes. Link is a femboy, Ganondorf is a beefcake. But Link is not a femboy. A Link to the Past is commonly heralded as the greatest Zelda game ever made. Keyblade, darkness is more darkness, hearts and nobodies. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, but I am aware of it. I disagree. I think the greatest Zelda game ever is Majora's Mask. Seer mentioned cock sandwich. Yes, exactly. We need psychoanalysis. Seer mentioned I love my self-inflicted CBT boy. Seer is hilarious. I love his videos. I found his Final Fantasy 1 challenge run, and then I binged the entire rest of his channel, even though I don't watch, like... I have never played Diablo 2, and I'm not a big fan of TF2. Like, I enjoy them well enough, but not, like, I have only spent, like... This is gonna sound... Let me actually look real quick. Let me look. How many hours do I have on Team Fortress 2? I only have 125 hours, which is, like, really, really, really low if you know anything about Team Fortress. Tears and Breath are both trash balls. Oh, no. Tears of the Kingdom is the best gameplay-wise? Oh, no. I really do like Zelda 2. I've watched Rag so much, I'm getting secondhand stroke. Breath of the Wild would disagree with you on that, Rag. Link is more femboy than even boneless. Wrong. Kingdom Hearts, darkness, darkness, light, hearts, friendship, hearts, hearts, hearts. A lot of people conflate Zelda game with their the best Zelda game with their favorite, I think. I wouldn't disagree with that. I don't know... I think that happens with everything, though. It's like, oh, it's my favorite, therefore it's the best. Let's see. Fruit. Okay, so there's another lemon. There's a lemon in the cave that I need to find. There's also pineapple. So in the canyon, we need to find this thing and a pineapple. Okay, so we're gonna go back there. He does cross-dress in Breath of the Wild. It wouldn't be the first time, but that doesn't make him a femboy. Rag is secretly a beefcake and actually a bodybuilder. You wish. He chose this avatar to throw us off. Cloud cross-dresses, that doesn't make him a femboy. Exactly. That's why you don't know Poker Night at the inventory. I don't... Is that like a Legend of Zelda thing? I did basically the same thing for Sears' channel. Found his Final Fantasy challenge and binged everything else. It's a good channel. Game Boy Color Zeldas are also worth checking out, but I was never fond of Four Swords. I think it kind of went downhill for a bit. Until Breath of the Wild, then downhill again. I have plenty of favorite things that I objectively know are shit. I mean... Battlespire is my favorite 4 out of 10 game ever, so... Like, I don't think I would ever try to argue that Battlespire is, like, a 10 out of 10 experience that is, like, slept on and is actually amazing. I mostly just think it gets more shit than it deserves. It's fucking pomegranate. I need to find... whatever the other thing was. It was like a pineapple and something that was, like... had some other shape to it that I can't really describe that well. Almost like 2 hearts or a butterfly or something, but it was like a fruit. Like, not this shape. The 64 ones are great, and the early 3D gameplay isn't overly appealing. Rather play SNES, DKC, Mario, and Zelda. Poker Night at the inventory is a TF2 thing, kind of. You can earn TF2 items from it. Oh, okay. Unrelated question. Would you want the next Elder Scrolls dive to be more Arcana. What we saw in Redguard and Morrowind, along with more metaphysical stuff. What do you mean? Like the next official game to have more like Magitech stuff? Any character cross-dresses for a disguise, 50 billion social media posts, yeah. Unknown says the quest is irrelevant. Link goes from being really soft-looking to pretty muscly, depending on the game. I mean, he goes from being a child to an adult, depending on the game, as well. Like, the first 2 or 3 ninja movies, I love them. They are pure 90s cringe. Ah, this is what I need. It's the blueberries. The fucked up thing is I know I picked up blueberries before, and I also know I've picked up pineapples. Yes, that Magitech. I've always called it Techno Arcana. I've always called it Magitech because I heard it. That was. It makes sense to me, and I also played way too much League of Legends, so I don't blame anyone who doesn't want to do that. Okay, we gotta get out of here and sleep so that we can fucking not die while trying to find this last goddamn pineapple. How about Surf Ninjas? Everyone remember that movie? I want Kratos Link. Twilight Princess, which has given me an unhealthy love for tomboy goblin girls. I mean, that's just because Midna is like 40 pounds of ass. And basically nothing else. It's like an extra 20 pounds of helmet. Didn't answer the original question. I think I would like there to be more, like, more demonstrated, like, uses of magic in engineering. Yes, I would like that. I felt like Skyrim kind of made sense with it being very, Skyrim overall is extremely rural. I think one of the bigger problems I have overall is just that a lot of the stuff that we see, in my mind, only makes sense if, like, distance is metaphorical in the games, and I kind of really hate that. Like, the Imperial City in Oblivion is way, way too small for what it's supposed to be lore-wise. And all of Skyrim being traversable in, like, a few in-game hours is also, like, it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, it takes several days to cross Skyrim in-game, then it's like, okay, I kind of get it. But it's not even, like, in-game, it's like less than a day. You can run across the entire place. Arcanopunk, we making up subgenres. Motosurf, Patusan. Don't forget 6 pounds of head, that's true. 20 pounds of head, you say. We don't need these again. Where is my fucking... pineapple? God damn. It could have had a whole game set in just the Imperial City, and it would have been amazing. Also, hell on your GPU. I mean, it could have been hell on the GPU if they, you know, didn't optimize it. Man, I have no idea where to even begin looking for this fucking thing. Something Daedra, there's your explanation for why you can cross space in such a short time and why other people take a normal amount of time to travel. I mean, the real reason is literally just because they made the game really small. And, like, I do kind of appreciate, in a way, right, I don't mind it that much. I still, like, it didn't bother me on my first playthrough of Skyrim, and it didn't bother me on, like, my 10th either. It really only started bothering me when I started thinking about it a lot more, and being like, okay, this really doesn't make any sense. You know, I'd rather it make a little bit more sense. That's part of the reason, actually, I like Daggerfall so much, is because while it's mostly... While it feels very, like, okay, this is, like, a little bit pointless, the fact that it does take, like, even at the fastest, like, you decided to, like, enchant yourself with a bunch of running magic, and then, like, sprint from one city to the next. Like, it still takes 6 hours in-game, instead of, you know, it's instead of getting on a train or whatever, or not a train, you know what I mean, like, getting on a carriage and... or on a horse and traveling for 12 hours. It's faster than that, but it's not like... It's like, okay, well, I'm magically enhancing my speed and doing this shit as fast as possible in-game. I kind of appreciate that. Even though, like, it is... Like, it does mean that for a lot of people, you have to sacrifice the diegetic fast... You kind of have to sacrifice diegetic fast travel like Morrowind has if you want to do that. Morrowind is probably the... there's a reason Morrowind is so well-liked, and I think it has to do with the fact that it doesn't make those sacrifices, and it still does take a long time in-game to travel, but you have those diegetic options, and it's like, it's not like, okay, like, where Daggerfall is, like, way huge, and there's not much to do basically anywhere, except for, like, exactly in dungeons. Is it true that the 5 Elder Scrolls games get progressively smaller? The entire continent in Arena, half the continent in Daggerfall, smaller and smaller. Technically, Skyrim is supposed to be larger than Morrowind. I think functionally Morrowind is larger. Like, it takes longer, I think, both in-game and out-of-game to travel across Morrowind than it does to travel across Skyrim. But Skyrim is supposed to be the entire northern country of Tamriel, where Morrowind is only Vardenfell, the little island on Morrowind, if you look at the map. I think it's interesting. Oblivion is also, like, it's... Alright, we're not finding this fucking pineapple. And I don't have the ability to just sniff all the way around this entire place. My biggest problem with Skyrim is that the plot makes no goddamn sense unless you do some massive amounts of writing for the game authors, because Chosen One story to stop the end of the Kalpa is silly. Is it supposed to be the end of the Kalpa? Because I'm pretty sure, like... And maybe this is me writing for the author, but I haven't, like, played through the main story of Skyrim in a couple years now. But isn't the whole point that, like, Alduin is not trying to end the Kalpa and is just kind of taking over the fucking world for no reason? And then he got sent forward in time, like several thousand years or some shit. So now we have to, like, slay him forever, but it's not actually forever because RK is gonna take him or whatever, and like okay, did the Kalpa end? Alduin got the boot at the end, not devoured. I mean, maybe, but he's supposed to be the firstborn of what is it, Akatosh or RK? I think it's Akatosh, actually, and I fucked that one up. Moth is trying to season our hair with pineapple. Starfield would be hell at the GPU. Starfield would be hell on the GPU. You know what, we're gonna go into the caverns first. We have another... we need to get the lemon from in here. I used to know a guy who played all of Skyrim one time, one character, 100% of the game and DLC, and then never played again. I guess those people are why you can be in every single guild. I mean, yeah. That's who they designed the game for. so that you don't have to replay the game over and over again. The headbutt was rude, sir. Alduin is the firstborn of Akatosh, soul of Akka, etc., etc. Yeah, I fucked that up then. I think I said RK. Because RK is the life and death god or whatever. But Akatosh is like the god of time or some shit. I need to find a way to make this motherfucker... Get pranked, idiot. Get pranked, idiot. Get pranked, idiot. Get pranked, idiot. Okay. Yeah, so we can't do... So this should be the lemon that we're sniffing. Yep. Lemon. Okay. So now we just need to find the fucking pineapple. Daggerfall's main appeal to me is the actual openness of a vague way to put it, but it's on point. I think I can kind of agree with what you're saying, because, like, the fact that the world is so large and so open, and there's so much of it that, like, it's kind of funny, right? So much of the world of Daggerfall has absolutely no bearing on the main quest. Like, if you go to them, if you only focus on the main quest, you go to, like, I want to say 5? It's like 5 out of the 50 or so countries that there are. Because, like, you go through the Daggerfall quests, and I'm pretty sure it's like, what? Oh, no, 6, sorry. So, I'm pretty sure you go Daggerfall quests, you have to go... You go through all of these different places for the... you go to Orsinium, you go to Daggerfall, you go to the Isle of Balfieria, you go to Ikalan if you take the extra quest for the Underking, you go to... Wayrest, and you go to, Sentinel. Like, I don't think... Unless I'm missing something... Oh, Menevia as well, sorry, 7. If you do all of the main quests. That's 7 total places that you have to go to out of, like, the... Like, there's, like, 30 places that you never have to visit. I think it's kind of interesting that it's done that way, and I would... And I doubt that would be done again, you know? Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of this dream that I had where, like, I had something fucking widening my mouth for some reason. I think it was supposed to be, like, a dental implement, and all my teeth started falling out. There's not enough games for people who like to just explore. One of the I was asked before what kind of things would I like to see in mods for Daggerfall. I forget exactly who it was. It might have been Smith or something. But one of the things that I wish is that there would be more quest lines in more regions. Like, they don't have to be, like, as serious as, like, the main quest line or something like that, but just, like, a reason to go to... like, give me a reason to visit, like, any of the other countries. Give me a reason to go to Borean. Give me a reason to go to, whatever. And ideally, do so with a customized dungeon that is, like, cool to visit, you know? Like, one of the things that I always thought Daggerfall lacked, or I guess not always, this is, like, upon reflection of the game. One of the things I think Daggerfall lacks is, like, a lot more dungeons that are in line more with the Mantellan Crux. I don't think it needs to be, like, everything needs to be as grandiose. But the Mantellan Crux is very, very obviously, like, meticulously designed. Like, a lot of the main story dungeon quests, things like, like the castle dungeons, for example, they are technically, like, hand designed, but I don't feel like the author's intent behind it, you know? Like, it feels like any other dungeon, with the only real exception, the only real thing that you feel being like, oh, in Castle Daggerfall, I get to go into this cool, like, vault room. And that's, like, the big appeal of it. Where in like the Mantellin Crux, you can be like, oh yeah, this is like way different from everything else. This is super unique. That's what I think is missing. Like, a lot of the dungeons, and this is a real criticism of Daggerfall, a lot of the dungeons feel very samey. You know, like, you're still lost, but they all look the same. And this is because they have, like, the limited palette and everything. But it's still... Or, I guess not palette, but the limited textures. Like, every wall is bricks or stone or cave. You know? Drink all the skooma, we are the fast travel. We are the fast travel. It really isn't. Good evening, all. How you doing, Delazar Lockjaw? Who is the son of Shore? I wouldn't know. Isn't Shore like a god? Do the gods even have children? It's like a Nordic human version of Lorcan or something. I'm not super good on my Elder Scrolls Deep lore. I think it's interesting, but I'm not the author. I'm not super read up on it. Try the canyon with even more enemies? That is the fan theory that fixes the plot. The actual story just treats him as the end of the world. Alduin's original purpose is said by Parthenox at the end of the... was to end the Kalpa, but stop doing that. Our job is to kick his ass and send him back to Akatosh to get a talking to. Parthenox directly says Kalpa. See, this is why I don't discuss the lore very much, because I would need to, like... I would need to treat it like my mechanics breakdowns. Like... And also, like, it gets more and more complex as the games come out, because... I find it so irritating when something is, like, overwritten or whatever. But yeah, let's try the canyon. I know it would never happen, that would be nigh impossible, but a 1-to-1 scale of Nirn where you could just be a normal Joe Schmo explorer with the optional survival elements and in-depth magic. I don't know how much I would personally enjoy that, but I could see why people want that. Alduin is Akatosh and represents a part of time. I'm getting the EPs. Good night, chats, and Surag. Bye. Have a good night, Espeon Queen. Rest well. Let's go to the Rune Canyon. Bro, are you saying Barrett's Privateers without me? That's possibly my favorite shanty, you Pinor. Look, dude, I was paid $20 and I needed to find a shanty to sing. Like, I'm sorry that you weren't here for it, but that is not my fault, you Pinor. Awesome video on Magic in Arena. I'm gonna rewatch it when I finally play that thing. Do so. I don't do this very... one of the things that I like about doing the in-depth mechanics analyses is that I think they kinda work as, like... Not necessarily as, like, tutorials or anything, but, like, just knowing what to focus on when you play the games for the first time. I do think Arena is much easier than Daggerfall was, though. Just overall. Shore is the son of Shore. I have listened to literally dozens of hours of podcasts. Rag needs a wiki while we have pure autism flowing in our veins. Elder Scrolls writing is hopeless because they have no lead writer. Any quest designer can write whatever they want. That's the ancient alien. There's ancient aliens in Fallout 4. I fucking love that. That's hilarious. I haven't played Fallout 4. I do think it's amusing, though, that there's ancient aliens. The end of time, to be specific, and the start of a new Kalpa. So Alduin is supposed to represent the end and the beginning. Yeah, so he is kind of like RK in that way, life and death. Not literally. Don't take that literally. I'm not that dumb. I'm a little dumb. This is the wrong place. We still haven't found the old building, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. Alduin might be Akatosh. That falls under unreliable narrator issues. I rewatched your Battlespire video earlier. I forgot LGR had a cameo. He's cool. LGR is pretty cool. That video of his is also pretty old at this point. I don't know if maybe he, like, has a different opinion on it now or whatever. But it, like, there's a... I was watching through... One of the reasons that I made that video is because I watched a bunch of videos, and all of them felt, to me, very negative on the game. And I was like, man, like, I liked it. I get the criticisms, but I liked it a lot more than they were giving it credit for. And part of the reason I make specific mention of difficulty is because I was curious if that was like a consistent thing and it's always been considered hard, and it really hasn't been. How powerful is Knockout, aka Bill Cosby run, would be interesting. Never ask a Nord about his wife. The true son of Skyrim going back to his Khajiit wife. Ouroboros, Alduin is Wesker? Grass. The 1,000-year dragon break is to separate the human and elven aspects didn't help, yeah. So Akatosh went schizo when he made time linear. What? Oh my god. See, I would need to see all of that shit, like, in-game. Because it's kind of funny. Like, I think it would be fun. It would be, this sounds to me like a, not necessarily impossible project, but like a one that would be incredibly difficult to do. Basically just take all of the games and in order be like, okay, in Arena, here are the things that we learn about the Elder Scrolls and the rules of the universe. And then as we go to Daggerfall, here are the things we learn in this game. And then, like, okay, are there lore books? Is there, like, dialogue spoken that retcons anything? And then do the same in Morrowind. Any lore books, anything that we can read that's different. Go through Oblivion, all of these. Go through Skyrim, all of these. And, like, I think it would be interesting, but holy fuck would that be a nightmare to try and go comb through. I think most of his wisdom comes from reading books in-game. See, that's why I think it would be interesting to see. Skyrim is just Resident Evil 5 in disguise. They are the 5th game of the series. Shouting is a core part in the game. Most of it is in books. I'm still surprised no indie dev has tried to make something inspired by Daggerfall yet. Similar aesthetics and such. I know Wayward Realms is something people have brought up to me specifically a lot, because Wayward Realms was being developed by the main two guys behind Daggerfall. Before one of them died, unfortunately. Isn't the lead designer of Daggerfall doing that? Yeah, that's Wayward Realms are doing something. That's the name of the game. Threaten start off as Celtic druids and then end up as half-elves. Yeah, weird shit like that. Complete global saturation. Where's my... Okay, hold on. Is this like... I need to go see how these bugs work. What are the bets on Elder Scrolls 6 being trash? I think Elder Scrolls 6 is not going to meet fan expectations, but it'll be... I have faith that it will be popular enough among people who like Bethesda-style games. Which, you know, not exactly a super high bar these days. Famous for being able to live on land. Small freshwater fish, Zoomy Lake, Treely Woods, Lake on the Mountains, Highlands close to the mountains, Magnificent Flower Garden. This sounds like endgame fish to me. Large freshwater fish lives in a clean river, lake at the foot of the mountains. Oh god, this is gonna be so annoying. 50-50 for me. I don't know, Starfield really hit them hard. I'm hoping, and I haven't played Starfield, so I'm hoping that Starfield being as unpopular as it was is a bit of a wake-up call, but I suppose I thought 76 would be a wake-up call too. C isn't the C, it's the time that... It's the time that looks like... the sea because mortal brain meat's so weak. Like Master and Secunda aren't moons, but sure, Lorcan Shezar's rotting carcass. Yeah, there's something... I don't... See, this is why I don't quite understand Elder Scrolls stuff. Like, I get it, but also, like, not really, you know? I heard 76 is fine. I tried it a bit in the shotgun I started with. Feels good. I mean, 76 took many patches to become fine. It was kind of a horrible launch for them, and it was a lot of bad PR, especially around the beginning. Alright, let's see... We have done, like, basically nothing with bugs. Does that have any information for us where bugs are? Found anywhere. Love that. Anywhere from morning to noon. Treely Woods in the early morning. Hoya Plains during the day. Mountains from morning to noon. Rivers during the day. Zumi Lake. Oh, God. We have done jack all with bugs. Found in the woods during the night. Green meadows during the night. Fuck me. I tried 76 last year and the main story quest broke immediately and soft-locked my character. 76 is fine now, but when it started it was really rough. They should have let it actually bake in the oven before serving it. 76 is the most supported open-world Bethesda game. 76... honestly, not knowing how games are... knowing how games are is that they come out halfway done and then slowly patched over time to become a full game. Bethesda is notorious for doing this with 76 and Starfield. Yokunda is to the west, thus back in time. Akavir's is to the east, thus forward in time. Atmora is to the north, thus frozen in time. That elf homeland to the south, thus lost in time. Tamriel is here, thus present in time. I can't tell if that's, like, actual... factual, like, intended lore, or if that's, like, because that sounds like schizo fan theory. I don't mean that in a negative way. I hope you, I really, I just need you to understand how it comes across to someone who doesn't know anything about the deep lore. Something like that. I've been years since I read it. Oh god, not one of these. I'm gonna fuck this up. No. Oh, that was close. Honestly, knowing how... Starfield didn't even get that much post-launch content, and they've been dead silent on DLC after the first one, which also bombed. That's dope. I love that, the different ways of time. I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised if that's actually the case with the game, because Elder Scrolls does do weird shit like that. And it would be kind of cool if that was, like, the explanation. But then, is it possible to, like, go to those locations? Because isn't one of the whole things, like, the... Atmorans are like the ancient Nords or whatever. So, like, they were able to leave and stop being frozen in time, supposedly, right? You did it. You can also play, for one of those streams of Rabbit killing the casuals. Seeing as the Elder Scrolls is the dream of a godhead in the sun who went there after losing his wife and children, or so the Khajiit book tells it. Oh god. The godhead is like a whole other thing. Like, I'm vaguely aware of... Oh, come back here. I'm vaguely aware of the godhead and the way that, like... And, like, how that relates to... I think it's supposed to be related to Kim. Golf game or dog game? Oh god, probably dog game. Merethic Arrow was before history, so timeline is wonky. Vivek and Nerevar visited at Mora but found nothing but the dead. Nords have like Hyperborea lore. It's what is it, the what is it, the Finno-Korean hyper war or whatever it was? Is that what the crazy lore is? It was after linear time started. I'm shocked Boneless is so quiet. He loves Elder lore. Nords have... The Godhead dream idea is taken near whole cloth from a certain strain of Hinduism, but I need to look it up more. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Speaking of post-launch flops, Borderlands 4, is it out? Did it already flop? Finn's got cursed with autism. Okay. We're gonna fish here until our inventory is full, probably. Just to, because I don't remember what the fucking fish that we're looking for looks like. Nords are also described as not needing to wear a lot of clothes. So Conan from... Hold on. This is actually, like, taking longer than I would have expected. Marbled lungfish. That's probably a new one. Nords are also described as not needing to wear a lot of clothes, so Conan loincloth trip, and carry a wind about them, so flowing hair. Oh my god. Kind of weird that further into new games timelines we go, the further the past we experience. This says so much about Borderlands 4 you don't even know it, Rag. I vaguely... So, the only Borderlands I ever played was the first one. And I heard, I heard Borderlands 2 was amazing. People liked it. And then Borderlands 3 was, like, kind of lukewarm, I remember. And then they had, like, the Tiny Tina's Dungeon. Koreans lost 10 to... Oh, my... General shortness. Oh, no! I didn't even know Starfield had a DLC. Neither did I. That's how you can tell these games flopped. Nord titties just be hanging out willy-nilly. Ain't that the best, though? Ain't that what we want? Borderlands 2 is a chef's kiss. I don't know, man. I tried to play it on a couple of occasions, and it never really grabbed me. I tried to play it with friends, even, and it was like, yeah, this is fine. But it's not... It wasn't anything that, like, really I cared that much for. The first one I remember enjoying a decent amount. Remember when Elden Ring's DLC was coming out? I remember people being really upset that they were having skill issues against most of the bosses. Some early lore for Nords said the further north they live, the more elemental they become. They need less clothes to survive, etc. Now that would be an interesting concept. There were supposed to be flying whales in Skyrim. Now I'm sad we didn't get them. I want to be on my fucking Treasure Planet shit, where I see the whales flying in the sky. Borderlands 2 has a great girlfriend character, the Mechromancer. You're incentivized to miss. Are looter shooters just not your thing, or do the Hubers just not get you? I mean, I haven't played that many looter shooters. I didn't care too much for... I guess Destiny would be considered a looter shooter. I played Destiny 2 for a little bit. I thought it was fine, but not anything that I cared that much about. Warframe I played for like 1,000 hours and still don't remember the lore. I thought it was cool while I was playing it, but not something that I care that much to go back to. You remember when the DLC comes out, and that's when the game makes an impact? I don't remember the humor of Borderlands 2 being... Like, I've heard, like, some of the one-liners from... I think it's Handsome Jack in that game. Some of the one-liners are pretty okay, but... Like... Nothing that I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna... had me rolling on the ground. Or anything. Nothing nearly as funny as my brother hitting me with the capture of Jingzhou and saying, "You've met me at a very Chinese time in my life," while playing Dan Dan. Nothing that's been nearly that funny. IRL, there's many cultures where boobs weren't viewed as overly sexual and women just had it out. This is normal in tropical climates like West Africa and South America. Elder Scrolls 6, we're going to the moon. We're going to the 2 moons, boys. I do think it would be interesting if they had something with, like, visiting the realm of, like, of Aetherius more generally. Because as far as I understand it, that's where the Mentellan Crux is supposed to be. It's very early 2010s humor. I believe that. I remember... You know what's kind of funny? The game that I remember, like, opinion shifting on hardcore is BioShock 3. I remember, was it Infinite or whatever it was called? When it came out, people were like, holy shit, this game is amazing, 10 out of 10. And now that it's been out for a while, people are like, actually, this game sucks. It's terrible. Why did people like this game? Like, it's kind of funny because, like, I've only ever played... like, the first 2/3 of BioShock 1. I got annoyed with it because it was a game that I was streaming when I had 0 viewers, but then, like, one of my streams cut out completely, and I just was like, alright, well, I guess I'll come back to this tomorrow, and then I decided to play something else because I was like, well, I didn't have any viewers anyway, so I can just do what I feel like. We also visited Aetherius in the final part of Skyrim. Is Sovngarde part of Aetherius? It was a pretty game with passable gunplay and a really stupid bad story. You know what else had a massive glow up? No Man's Sky. It's really, really good now and has much more content and all of it for free. No Man's Sky never seemed to me like my kind of game. Sovngarde's 110% a part of Aetherius. Yes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I played it, it didn't feel very... It didn't feel very Aetherius. I guess I wasn't really sure what the fuck was happening because it was like, okay, it's... Like, I get that we're in a different realm now, but like, what the fuck? I don't know. I never put that together. Infinite revolutionized the 3D CG porn industry. I am aware of that. It's like... I can't remember her name, but her and, like... It's like the reason that we have so much tracer porn today. Rag, yesterday I had a nightmare where you were blonde and weird looking. What are you talking about? I've never been blonde and weird looking in my life. You can look at my old streams. I was never blonde in those. There's a bunch of dead Nord spirits having a feast and totally not an orgy. Rag is bald, not blonde. People really wanted to bone Elizabeth of BioShock Infinite. They sure did. Alright, let's go fishing in Treely Woods. My favorite genre of Rule 34 is when the men get as much as the women like Link and Cloud. What do you mean? We're gonna have to fish so many fish. And the bugs are going to be annoying to get as well. Soul Story demo soon, actually, I don't fucking know. I mean, whenever you get it out, man. My favorite, and apparently a very accurate statement, is BioShock Infinite's Revolution was akin to having a color show. A color in show. Having color in show. What? I don't understand the analogy here. Color in TV shows. Oh. Why is that very accurate? I don't know shit about BioShock Infinite. You're gonna have to spell it out for me. Spoon feed me. A blue fish. Come on. River trout. I don't know how many of these fish I need to grab. Infinite advanced porn tech. Yeah, that's like I think No Name was talking about that. Is that like what it is? Like just the porn tech versus like the color tech? For the porn industry, it was akin to the revolution when TV was able to broadcast in color. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I'm understanding. I think before Infinite 3D CG hentai looked like two Barbies rubbing against each other. I would know. It was a little bit better than that. It was like Sugimoto is a good one. But Rag would never watch stuff like that. I've told you before, I'm a pervert. I said free the nipple once, and you were like, oh, Rag's a feminist. And I'm like, no, I'm a pervert. Bulletstorm with Duke Nukem DLC was better with the actual games, although I really liked Infinite. Rag's a pervert? OMG, me too. I don't know, you don't seem very pervy. Ugh. That's because I'm a functional human being. Pervert, feminist, same thing, really? We're all perverts here. Is that the case? Are we all perverts? Stop that being a functional human being. So you'd rather I just be a lecher who grabs people on trains? No thanks. I don't want to go to the police. Rag's left nut here. I'm in so much pain. No. Rags is relatable in 2026. I've always been relatable. All perverts float down here. They all float down here. Just be a full-time streamer. They're basically all massive perverts. I don't quite stream full-time, but I do stream a lot. Okay, well, we're only getting river trouts. Let's see if we can turn these in for... Maybe we got an extra new fish. Not all perverts are molesters. No. But all molesters are perverts. Except like 5 I can think of off the top of my head. Dougal! Please tell me I got at least 2 new fish. We did! Oh my god, we got 2 new fish. Okay, so... Fish in the Zumi Lake. Lake of Dry Lands. This is either gonna be... This is probably the desert. Either the desert or the Dry Valley. one or the other. Water on the mountains. This is probably, I don't know, Treely Woods. We have Zumi Lake, more Treely Woods, Muddy Waters, Treely Woods, Hoya Plains, Mysterious Places, Treely Woods. Okay, so there's a lot in Treely Woods. There's probably another fishing hole that I didn't go to there. Rag's right nut here, help me, he's dipping me in ketchup. No, I've never done either of those things. I think there's a good amount of molesters who do it to feel powerful, not for perversion. Yeah, but that is itself perversion, no? Like, just because you're not doing it for the sexual gratification, like, that is still perversion. See, if Rag ever starts streaming Roblox, we need to sound the alarm bells. No. Oh, wait, hold on. Bug. This is gonna be one that's super difficult to catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Nope. I'm gonna have to time that one a lot. Oh wait, I can just try again. Rag's third nut here. Why am I here? Only to suffer. The power trip, often directly linked to sexual gratification. Anything can be perverted. You can pervert the flow of justice. Yes, exactly. Come on, Blitz Ace. 70% of Roblox creators are child predators. I don't... Like, I know, but fuck, dude. It's like, it reminds me of, like, all of the Minecraft creators once upon a time. People, like, people be evil. The other 30 moved to VR chat and are also child predators. Perverts respect the figure but know better. I'd like to think I know better. Funnily enough, includes Roblox creators who call out other creators. Is this about Schlep? I don't know anything about Schlep, but I've been hearing things over Twitter. I don't know what the deal is with it. Damn, this is taking a minute, huh? A brown fish. Frog leg is tasty. Boneless hates me first. We need to fish so many fish. Fish are the thing that I was missing the most of. Schlep is a guy who has been getting predatory diddlers arrested, and Roblox, for some fucking reason, decided to not only ban him, but go after him legally. So what I've been hearing is that he's apparently shifted focus to lollicoms now, and apparently is like friends with solicitors, is the accusations I've been hearing. I don't know, and don't take anything that I say as the truth, but like that's the rumor that I've been hearing. It's not anybody that I know or care about, so it's like I'm kind of sticking my nose in where it doesn't belong by commenting on it at all. Soul. I forgot we established that Boner is happy. Boneless is the absence of happiness. I've not heard anything else since around the time he had an interview with Chris Hansen. I remember, Chris Hansen made a tweet at some point talking about, like, don't send me cartoon porn, it's not relevant to my work. Every single human was made by sex, but very few have actually tried to do true harm to another human being. Like, I've never thrown fits with the intention to cause serious harm or death. What? I'm not understanding what your... I think your first sentence, or whatever, your first message got deleted. Because I don't know what you're talking about. We all know... The one right above it? The one right above it for me is RetroPixel Lizard. I have not heard anything else since around the time he had an interview with Chris Hansen. That's the last thing that I see before your message. We all know Genshin Impact creators are lolicons. I mean, that's not a surprise at all because it's Genshin Impact. I mean, have you seen... Like, I haven't... I don't even play the game. Never downloaded it. Never even looked at it on the App Store. But, like, I've seen way more art than I've ever thought to look for. Smith got censored. Damn right. Every single human was... the last thing I see is, however, every single human was made by sex, but very few have actually tried to do true harm to another human being. Like, I've never even thrown fists with the true intention to cause serious harm or death. Like, I have to assume the first comment was something related to sex and rape. Or something about that, or probably related to... but I don't know. I don't get why Americans get so twisted about schmexy stuff in TV or games, but totally fine with blood and guts on TV. Oh. That's, I have no idea why either. I don't get it. I'm very much in the uncensor fucking everything. And just let people decide, like, oh, I don't want to see this. Like, I kind of, like, there were some things that I kind of understood, right? Like, if you were, for, like, broadcast television, because parents would just let their kids watch TV, whatever. It's kind of like the internet nowadays, where people want to censor everything that's not explicitly on porn sites. But it's like, it used to be, like, porn channels that you had to pay for. And it's like, well, I never. My little Billy got on the TV and he saw breasticles when he wasn't supposed to. That's not very Christian of him. And it's like, okay, but he's like, he's a teenage boy. He's gonna want to see titties. And if he finds out that there's a channel that lets him see titties, he's gonna look for it. Does my second comment make more sense now after reading that? It does. It does. It makes way more sense. Because now it's, now it puts it in context of, like, okay, like, violence is not something that everybody has attempted. It's not like, whereas sex is something that pretty much every human will attempt at some point. Like, there are exceptions, obviously. Ugh. Holy shit, RE2 is on Steam. Hold on, let me look. Because if it's actual Resident Evil 2... Oh shit, they put them all! Oh my god, it's just like frickin'... Hold on. They put all of the ones that got put on... It should be 1, 2, and 3. Where are you? Oh, did 3 not get put on here yet? Oh, it did! Yes, okay. Add to cart. Uh-huh. Hold on. I'm purchasing game at the moment. 1 second. I have to do this. Morally, I have to do this because I need Capcom to see that I want this. I want all of the classics. And I want to set the example. And they're even 50% off. This is awesome. I don't know when they got added, but, sweet. Now I own them on GOG and on Steam. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We're gonna put this under horror. Horror. And horror. Sick. Alright. Sex scenes don't add anything to media. Changed my mind. Disagree. They add sex to the scene. Daggerfall modding has come a long way. This almost looks like Morrowind. I know, right? It's funny, because Morrowind is older than this game. Capcom dropped Holy Grail on April 1st. People just need to take responsibility for their brats. They do, but that takes actual effort, and it's not something people want to do. I just want to be a parent. I don't want to have to parent. Weren't they already on GOG? They were! I own both now. It makes me happy. Okay, sick. The original 1, 2, and Nemesis are all on Steam now. Fish are easier to get than bugs. Actual classic RE2. 3 did. It's the trilogy, but they did not put it as a bundle yet. Some sex scenes are okay and add to the media. I've seen many, however, just add it because it's taboo. So most stuff makes the viewer be like, "Ooh, what's this forbidden thing?" Are you switching games now? No. If any, the next Resident Evil game that I play is either going to be 7 or Code Veronica. I haven't played either of those. Careful not to leak your credit card. Oh, for fuck's sake, they have DRM. I mean, it's Capcom. So I'm not surprised. I don't do the ones on GOG have DRM? Because I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I'll explain the bugs. Like, every time you enter the area with them, they load a set of bugs that will appear and disappear until you leave the area and re-enter it for a new set of bugs to load in. What sex scene has served a pivotal role in a story? I don't watch movies, so I'm like the worst person to ask about this. They also dropped both Dino Crisis games and Breath of Fire 4. Both Dino Crisis? I didn't like the first one, so I'm skeptical on that one. System requirements for the original Resident Evil trilogy are quite beefy. Sarcasm. Some bugs appear in multiple sets and the game chooses to load, so it's a bit annoying, but if you miss a bug, just wait in the area until the bug is set to return, if that makes sense. Fair enough. Why aren't you switching games, coward? Because I've already played 1, 2, and 3. I've considered, like, when I play Resident Evil... I want to play the remasters to kind of compare to the originals. And I figure if I play Resident Evil 1 remastered, I'll play Resident Evil 1 PS1 off-stream first. To be, like, kind of refresh my memory on, like, okay, what exactly is the story, so that I know what to comment on, what changes, you know? I would have voted for the original, too. Game of Thrones, the incest scene. I thought GOG was DRM free. I mean, that's, like, most of their stuff, but some of the games, like, the publishers or whatever, still want it, or whatever. GOG is credited as one of the developers. I mean, they did have to beg Capcom to release them. The one in Terminator 1. Yeah, Terminator 1 is a good example. If it wasn't for Sarah Connor having sex with the guy who got sent back in time, John Connor never gets born, and the entire timeline becomes impossible to follow. That's one. Everything else was meh towards the story. There's the one where the courier in Fallout New Vegas kills Benny with a pillow after sex. I wouldn't know. I've never played a female courier. I'm stupid. I didn't go look at what the fuck else where I needed to find these things. What the hell is this game? This is the Dog Island. We're trying to save our sick brother who is about to die. Bro hit it raw and conceived his boss, thus completing the time loop and sharing his own existence. Yup. I need i5 Intel with 1660 to run it? Crap. Oh, not you. I was looking to fish. What? Yeah, I know. I'm not exaggerating. That is the story. Our brother is sick and we need to make sure he doesn't die. And in order for him to not die, we need to get the medicine. So we have to become a sniff master. Because the legendary flower that we can sniff out as a sniff master will save him. So we're trying to get 100 sniffs. 100 different smells that we have to learn. I only play women characters. I'm not surprised. I do both, depending on the game. I recommend 8 GB of RAM for the Resident Evil games for some reason. Seems pretty expensive. Certified sniffer with a hard A. Lake on the Mountains, Lake of Drylands, Zumi Lake, Hoya Plains, Magnificent Flower Garden, Snowlands, Cold Sea, Field where giraffes live, and the Northern Sea. Okay, so let's start. We need to get to Zumi Lake to get this fish. I'm pretty sure Zumi Lake there's only the one. Lives only in mysterious places. This sounds interesting. Hoya Plains, Snowlands, okay. So we'll go to Zumi Lake real quick. You can play the OG Resident Evil on phones from 10 years ago. I guess Rag likes looking at man butts for numerous hours while playing. I play all my games in first person, actually. Holy shit, both Resident Evil 3 and 2 are the top selling on Steam. Yeah, because they're fucking good games. Especially, fairly recently, there was a decent amount of, like, discussion over Twitter about, like, oh, play the original Resident Evil games. And a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want to play games with really old, outdated tank controls. And people were like, what the fuck are you talking about? The tank controls are fine. And there's like a whole lot of discussion about it. And also people were seeing the differences between original Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 3 Remastered, where the remaster, like, takes out like half the game. I believe these new releases are emulated rather than ports, so they need extra RAM. I wouldn't be that surprised if that was the case. Tank controls rule. My emulator on a 1500 Ti shitty 4 gig of RAM can run PS2 games. I bet the Capcom CEOs are somehow still confused, like people can't just like and get used to tank controls. Spoiled by Mario 64. By Mario 64 of all games. There's the cute AI Ragamuffin I know and love. I'm adorable, aren't I? We need to get that one fish that has that, like, very ovular profile. Not this one. I mainly game on a Lappy with 2060 and it's pretty good. 16 gigabytes of RAM. I think I've got a 2060. Like, I don't have, like, the latest and greatest. I don't think it's that one either. It's not a re-release of the Source Next port. I wouldn't know. I have a desktop for anything else. The only thing that that stops me from really wanting to play the Steam versions of the games is that they're a little bit different from the PlayStation versions that I have played. Ragnarok presents fucking around fishing for 5 fucking hours and one stupid fucking fish has a stupid drop chance. True! That's literally me. That's what the stream is about. I mainly just use my M4 Mac Mini for everything. Old laptop games don't run on it. Might build something for VR, though. If I had the space to build something for... if I had the space for VR, I think it'd be fun to do. I recently played Resident Evil 2 PS1 before its release, and the tank controls felt very considered in the gameplay. They are. I don't... In Resident Evil 3, one of the things that they actually add to make it even better is, like, if you're pressing back and the, and X, you know, whatever the sprint button is, I can't remember if it was X or square, it does, like, a quick turnaround, which, like, makes it so... It makes running away in tight hallways so much more simple than just stopping to turn around. And it's actually, like, they made improvements like that were really cool. I don't think it was an RA2, but most people complaining about controls in general. I mean, people complain about controls regardless. Like, you see people complain about controls for games that have absolutely no reason to complain about the controls. We keep getting these bluegills. Is there somewhere else to fish in this place? There might be. We'll fish here like a few more times, and then we'll go to the other side. Wasn't Quick Turn in the OG? Wasn't in the OG? I don't think it was in, not in the OG Resident Evil 2. Or 1. I'm pretty sure it was added with Resident Evil 3. I think I would have found that in the over 20 hours I spent to unlock Hunk's campaign. That's actually another thing I should probably do. I should figure out how to... I should get Hunk. I never did that. I played through the games once. I think I got a B rating on my last Claire B playthrough. Are you looking for the kokanee salmon? I have no idea. It was blacked out. I didn't see I couldn't see what kind of fish it was. VR is worth it just for Skyrim. It's pretty easy as long as you don't use med sprays. Oh, man. Carp. I don't think that was the one. Yep. You cured your brother yet? No, he's still suffering. VR Morrowind would be cool. VR Morrowind sounds... That might have been it, the Paradise Fish. VR Morrowind sounds like a trip, honestly. Med sprays are easily what tanks you rank the most. Yeah, it probably is. I don't remember... I know I did the Claire B playthrough in one stream. Oh, that's the kokanee salmon. Magikarp noises. VR Wind. VR Oblivion would be great. VR... Oh yeah, because no feedback dodges. VR Oblivion... VR Oblivion I could see being, like, on par with VR Skyrim. I can't imagine how bad you'd get sick from doing those VR spells in Morrowind. Or the jump spells in VR Morrowind. That would be kind of funny. VR Meat and Fuck Kingdom! Meat and Fuck Kingdom, Steve! Meat and what?! I fucking love that shit. Vive trackers are still the best you can get, actually. The headset isn't though. Oh no. There are open source Morrowind parts, so someone might have actually made VR Morrowind already. I would not be surprised if it existed. I would be surprised if it was good. Oblivion. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Ding, the fucking... It is actually up there? Oh, no. There's even VR for FF14. That sounds awful. That sounds actually awful. Don't get me wrong, I love 14. I love Final Fantasy 14. Fucking playing it in VR sounds fucking terrible. Can you imagine being a Dragoon and you're just fucking, like, flying all over the place? That's the one I was looking for. Alright. Lake of Dry Lands, Lake on the Mountains, Magnificent Flower Garden, Mysterious Places? Hoya Plains, Snowlands. So these... So Dry Lands, On the Mountains, Mysterious Places are a little bit more vague. Hoya Plains is just kind of out there. 300 bones! Yep, we're at 300! Actually jumping to do the jump command. VR FF7. Damn, this bitch is crazy. I will need to use cock bending! Drink all the skooma in VR Morrowind. I thought you said Vibe Tracker and was interested. No, Vive. That's Victor India Victor Echo. We were supposed to have Oculus Rift until Facebook conquered it. Unfortunate. There's a Bluetooth vibrator you can sync to your computer for oh my god. Look at your player house's fishing island sanctuary. Oh, that would be nice. I was thinking of like doing like raids or like trials with it. That would be awful. Take it to Rags. Oh no, don't do that. Please don't do that. You can catch all but 2 fish right now and 1 bug. I'm going to assume that the 2 fish, one of them is... This is probably one of the ones that we can't do. And then maybe the Mysterious Places one. The rest, I'm pretty sure, like... Lake on the Mountains, I'm pretty sure I know. Dry Lands, I'm pretty sure I know. Hoya Plains, we definitely know. Snowlands, I think, is probably the eastern snowfield. Cold Sea is probably the northern... Maybe it's a northern sea. Field where giraffes live sounds like, sounds like Hoya Plains. It has one big feature over the Quest 3. Eye tracking by default and plug-in face tracking. It always gets a reaction from him. It does, because I read it like halfway, and then I have to make sure that I disapprove so that people know that I don't encourage that kind of thing. Like, what would you rather I be like, oh yeah, do that shit? Like, what the fuck? I sound like a predator. Holy shit, streams new releases is a wasteland. Facebook reamed themselves into meta. It poisoned the word. I hate that Facebook renamed themselves to Meta. It poisoned the word. It sure did. Let's go to West Chilifield. Yeah, start streaming games you're on of. What? Rags encouraging. I'm not. Oh my god. The peak of the metaverse was like 2% of the daily VR chat user base. Why are there so many damn visual novels? You know why. Streaming games on OnlyFans? Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I would really rather avoid doing anything on OnlyFans. They aren't even prawn. I mean, they don't need to be prawn for them to be good. I'm still upset that Elongated Muskrat renamed Twitter to X. Tweeting had a dictionary entry. Well, now it's a Zeet. What about Only Rags? No, that sounds worse. They look like a dime a dozen AI games. Do you remember when OnlyFans was going to ban porn a while ago? They would go the way of Tumblr faster than Tumblr did. There's a game called Beat This Game to See a Hot Lady. Rec Room being shut down because it wasn't very profitable, but it was the most downloaded game on Meta. Really goes to show how stupid a corporate can be. Corporations... one of the things that I have come to realize that I hate more than anything is publicly traded companies and the fact that they don't actually get to make decisions for themselves because they have to be slaves to the shareholders, who are more often than not retarded. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not against the idea of publicly traded companies as a concept, but I do wish that they had more ability to tell shareholders to go fuck themselves when the shareholders are telling them to make a horrible business decision. Wasn't there something... Ah, there was. They also shut down a really popular women's fitness game. It definitely would have just been a second Tumblr. I do remember that, but then the CEO looked at Tumblr and was like, oh, that's what happens. It's much easier, I think, to ban minors. Seems like all the banks' payment systems are politically compromised that go after people and businesses. They did try going after OnlyFans using this. I mean, one of the things that I've noticed a lot is that apparently a lot of, like, PayPal and Visa are, like, trying to stop payments going to artists on, like, Fanbox and shit. Which is, like, annoying to me, personally. Not to mention that shareholders only care that line go up. The thing is, right, like, on the one hand, I understand, because I am a shareholder. I understand wanting to see line go up. Because line go up means I make more money. But, if line go up at the expense of the company, what ends up happening is that make line go down. And line go down is something I am more averse to than I am happy about line go up. You know what I mean? I think it's more important that line don't go down than it is that line go up. Quite literally burning everything to pursue AI right now at Meta. It's really good if you want to apply to Meta or Google right now, but everyone... but everyone else... sucks for everyone else. There's a game called Monster Girl Bodily Fluids Beverage Shop. That doesn't surprise me at all. That's why Valve is doing great, because Steam doesn't have shareholders or investors that make decisions based on the people who use their services. It's really... It really is powerful to be able to just do what you think is smart. Like, if you are smart, like Gabe Newell is, if you are an intelligent person, it is easier to make a good decision if you don't have to if you don't have to convince 50 idiots that it's a good decision to do. Or whoever the fuck is the CEO. I don't know if Gabe Newell is actually the CEO still. He might be. But see, the big shareholders are able to get the golden parachutes. Some of them sure do. Shareholders largely don't really exist anymore. The stock market is basically just a casino for rich people. That's not really true. I've sat in on, like, shareholder meetings at, like, Nokia. Like, they exist. But, like, and the companies do have to listen to them. Like, if the majority of shareholders want to do something, then the company is kind of... their hand is somewhat forced, since the people who own the company are saying, actually do this. If you have shares in LimeWire? I wish. That's why I buy Chinese and not American. Pretty sure he is. Gabe is still CEO. Jesus, are we still making Life is Strange games? Probably. I only buy American if it's entirely grassroots. That's a good idea. Still going to be really sad when Gabe leaves. I really hope he doesn't. No wonder Nokia went under. Hey, man. Did they actually go under? I sold all my stocks before that happened. I know they're not nearly as big as Once Upon a Time. How much in our inventory do we have? Yeah, let's go to, let's go turn our shit in. Banks and many jobs are horribly puritanical and hate towards sex workers. I have a friend that's basically forced to work OnlyFans because she worked as a dancer and can't get hired. That's unfortunate. I love when Dota 2 ran an event with an Ursa skin, but Gabe didn't farm the skin in times. So he made them extend the event by a week so he could grind the skin. That's kick-ass. Like, ah, shit, guys, I fucked up. I fucked up. You're gonna need to extend this. It is, that's really funny. Fuck stonks, buy medals, you can hold them. Didn't they just announce another Life is Strange remastered? Did they? I've never played those games. Okay, I'll ever understand the hate towards sex workers. Reg is gonna play Resident Evil 7 because first person. An Alaska Pollock. And a herring. Large sea fish, lives in the cold sea. Northern sea, cold sea. I'm pretty sure this is probably the western thing. Let's go to the Hoya Plains. It's crazy right now because Valve is getting sued by 3 different cases which have no basis. That's what I've heard. I haven't looked into the legal stuff at all. I know they fought off one legal case and then immediately got hit with several more. Presumably because because they didn't like losing. Tank controls were the shit. Her story is pretty shit. She was raised conservative and not really pretty, got married at 18, divorced at like 24, she had no job or education, started dancing, now no one will hire her. That sucks. Unfortunate life circumstances, that is. No, we don't want to do... I need to look at the fucking map. Where am I going? Wow, this map actually kind of sucks, doesn't it? I think I have to go to Zumi Village. It's just a line of work to me, though. I've been using... The people buying the services... It's the people buying the services that are gross to me. Well, you can't say one's gross and one's not. That's a little bit of a double standard, no? Valve is liked so much that corps don't understand that people don't want to spend our 401k for shit. Oh, give me you! Give me you! Come back here! Bug! 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 It's probably a bug I already got. Maybe not. I don't remember if I got the large cicada already. I think that one's new. So we know that there are Shit-off fed here, so let's go fishing. Hey, Raggy boy, still in dog jail, I see. Yep, just a little bit of dog jail. Nothing's wrong with that, though. I live near a city called Tacoma. Right now, he's only doing OnlyFans stuff that does some dancing. She tried a professional shoot and was disturbingly degrading. Oh look, a yellowtail kingfish. Places like a ghetto. What? The stories I've gotten from my friends who have been sex workers at one time or another have all been basically horror stories. Yeah? Rat Shaker could have gotten an award. I think John's are a mixed bag, but you're always going to remember that really bad ones for obvious reasons. I mean, yeah. OG Resident Evil 3 was where 180 turn was first implemented. Lynn, are you like behind? Some are fine, but it's the worst that spoil it. Salmon. And a dodge mechanic. Rag will fix these issues. We will elect him president. What? No. How much to run for president? I can't afford it. If you can finance my campaign, I can run for president. but I don't think you can. And I don't think anyone wants to. Would you? No. Not really. It costs millions and millions of dollars to run for president. If I get keenly interested in politics, it's because I'm going to become an assassin and I want to know who to target. that's the reality for me. Why does that bear look naked? Oh my god. That's a dangerous statement. That's why I'm not interested in politics. There's a reason I avoid the topic. It doesn't make me happy. I don't like politics. That statement just got the NSA looking at you. The NSA already has my information. Everything down to my biometrics. Nobody likes politics. Just came from watching Hail Mary Project. It's really good. I've heard good things about it. I don't know anything about it. I've heard that it's good, basically. That's the Ryan Gosling one, right? Or is that something else? Unfortunately, I think I'm the exact kind of psychopath to become a politician. I'm not. I'm not cut out for politics. We're getting a lot of these yellowtail kingfish now. My cat is laying across my chest because my husband let them into the room and she's obsessed with him. Aww. Like, I've scrolled through at least 300 more games on the new releases page. It all looks awful. I mean, it's like any video games, like any medium, is 99% populated with absolute dog shit. Yeah, it's the Ryan Gosling one. Alright, sick. I want Todd Howard to run for president, and his campaign slogan would be "America, it just works." I mean, that would be rather amusing. Is there anywhere else to fish on in this place? DEI simulator for only $2. Let me look at this map. Anywhere else in here that I can just... I think it's just this place. 5 times the map size, better graphics. It keeps being Yellowtail Kingfish. Why was it so hard to catch them before? Most AAA game releases are garbage. It's one of the best times to play indie games. I finished Shinobi Art of Vengeance and Laika Aged Through Blood, and both were really good. I've been saying for a while that, like, AAA games are in a horrible slump as of recent years, but like the indie scene has been popping off for a long time. Like it's kind of been mostly bangers for a long time. Like at least like the bigger indie stuff. Like not necessarily every fucking VN that exists, but there's a lot of really good a lot of really good games out there. AAA games kind of suffer from not really being allowed to, in a lot of cases, target particular niches. Also, I read from an interview that Todd is not happy that Elder Scrolls 6 has taken so long, and if he could go back in time, he never would have let it go this long. I mean, that's not a surprise. I remember one of the interviews, he said he wished that they had never said anything about it. Because, like, it's been such an issue for so long now. Where's the Code Veronica stream? I don't know. I mostly have been playing Resident Evil around, like, Halloween time. And I thought this year my plan was to do 7, 8, and 9 around Halloween. But I read recently that apparently Code Veronica is like the quote-unquote real 3. And that Nemesis was supposed to be the spin-off or something. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? But such is my life. I can only go based on what little information I have at any given time. Got the Hoya Plains fish. So, we have Cold Sea, Field Where Giraffes Live. This one I'm not sure of. I thought the Hoya Plains were the field where giraffes live, but I guess it could be one of the other places, but the others didn't seem very plains-like to me. Said he wished he never released the teaser so people would stop demanding it. No. Whereas the AAA has become threatened by the indie scene. Ubisoft Pull Day, how do you do, fellow indie gamers, with their latest Prince of Persia? Rag needs to play Wesker knife only. The only problem with AAA games are run on strict deadlines and designed by committee. Oh god. Fuck, I can't remember. I don't know my Morse code well enough for that. 3 and Code Veronica are completely different, both great. Leaving a little room for creativity and producing bland slop. Code Veronica is actually legit good because of agreements between Capcom and Sony. It couldn't legally have a numbered Resident Evil on anything but PlayStation, so they released it. So they released a side game in DC on Dreamcast. Nemesis was supposed to be a spin-off. See, I don't know Morse code well enough to read it like that. Interesting. So I do need to play Code Veronica at some point. I was under the impression Veronica was a side game. Ugh. Code Veronica is just a little harder than previous games at the time. I'm learning Morse code. I said hi, Rag. Hi, Yick. How you doing? Which is why Rag needs to play all the games, not just some of them. I thought I thought my plan was to just play all of the mainline games in order, but here I am learning that apparently Code Veronica is supposed to be more of a mainline game than Nemesis or whatever the fuck. I don't know exactly the details on it. It's just not numbered because of bullshit, which annoys me slightly, but oh well. Wasn't Code Veronica called Code Veronica 10 on Dreamcast? Technically making it RE10. I don't... What? That sounds like meth. PS2 was Code Veronica X. Veronica X is expanded. That's a fun skill to learn. The events of Code Veronica have almost no impact other than Wesker showing up. Do you at least remember SOS? Yes, I do remember SOS. Don't forget Outbreak. Did you change the crack banner to remove the P word because YouTube says no? No. The crack banner has always been exactly the same and was made by Tara. Outbreak is important. See, I haven't played Outbreak either. Let me see, which Resident Evils do I own? So, I own Resident Evil 0, 2 Remake, 3 Nemesis, 4 Resistance, Revelations, Village, Biohazard. I don't own Requiem yet, but I plan to. Let's see. Resident Evil Outbreak. Outbreak isn't on Steam, so I'd have to find some other place to do that one. Hasn't even played Dead Aim. I haven't played Dead Aim, but I do have that one. Think about it, Veronica and Resident Evil 4 are kind of the sequel to Resident Evil 2, as they feature both their protagonists. Jim is the OP character. Outbreak Files 1 and 2, no, those are spin-offs. Play Dead. Claire almost gets with the most annoying teenage character ever for some reason in Veronica X. Outbreak is fun, it will curb stomp you a bunch, but it's fun. I hasn't even played Dead Aim. There's a community that plays Outbreak online. Dead Aim has the basement theme equivalent. Oh no, not the fucking silly trumpets. Alright, let's go to the Dry Lands. I think that's probably the Dry Valley is my guess. Yeah, I don't think that this is going to be a field where giraffes live, but we have to come here anyway. Fish with a very strong jaw in the Lake of Drylands. Did I give you the bugs? I don't remember. I think I did. Okay. To Vim's Lair for Outbreak, flies away, my people need me. I think I've been to Vim's Lair a few times. I think I have a copy of Outbreak. I know Vim's Lair is one of the more popular places to get old ROMs and the like. But you didn't hear that from me. One thing I hate about the first Outbreak is if you get partnered with Jim, he will follow you and he will not shut the fuck up about him pissing himself. I don't remember which one, but the Wii Light Gun games has a backstory of Krauser and Leon working together, and that story also does tie back to Veronica. This is the fucked up thing about Resident Evil, man. You're never allowed to just... You have to play all of the games if you want all of the story. The trumpet stuff is funny because the composer was famous. In reality, he was deaf and has been scamming people. Was he actually deaf? I was under the impression that he was lying about being deaf. Vims is nice, rest in peace. Emu Paradise. Is Emu Paradise dead? Hold on. It's still alive for me. Or is it one of those things where, like, every single game that was on there is now, like, gone? He faked being deaf, as I understand it. It's not dead, no links. Well, we're not gonna link anything of the sort here. That sounds like a bad idea. Cool ROMs is the site I miss. Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles give you the in-between plots. Where am I going? I need to find... Is there not a lake or anything here? I could have sworn there was. It might be that I have to go to the North Sandy Desert then. No links as in they don't have downloads now, sorry. Ugh. Yeah, this place, I think... Man, was it really just... I gotta go to the coast. I gotta see if maybe I'm just like high or something. Is it really just the South Sandy Desert that has this? What about Resident Evil Gun Survivor? I've never played that. A few manga that are prequels to some games. There's also novelizations of the early games with one original story, except from Escape from Caliban Cove. If it weren't so expensive, I would build a storage hub with a few hundred terabytes and download all the ROMs I could get my hands on. Same. I mean, my current hard drive is like 10 terabytes, and it's almost full. Am I going crazy? Where the fuck is the... God damn it. Wasn't there fish here? Was I not able to fish off the side of this before? Where the fuck is the dry fishing? Is it literally just the dry canyon? And get through the 16-bit generation with less than a terabyte. Gun Survivor is bleh, and I made a long play of it using a drawing tablet. Awkward to control with G-Con, so using a controller feels better, I think. One of the few things I try to do when I play older games, when I play emulated games, is I'll try to procure a USB controller and like configure the controller so that it works with whatever emulator I'm using, because I just think it feels nicer to play games with the control scheme they presumably have intended. I want to go up to PS3 and the original Xbox. PS3 and the original Xbox, so would that not take 360 era as well? Or is it just that anything that's on the 360 that you're interested in is already on PS3? I'm gonna need a lot of storage then. 362 if I can find it. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of storage. Okay, let's go to the Rune Canyon. Can we emulate 360 at this point? I think so. I know that we have PS3 emulation. But I could definitely see it being like, oh, actually, we haven't put the effort into emulating a 360 yet because, fuck it. PS3 better. This one I know has kind of barely. PS4 emulation is damn near starting with the only running game being Bloodborne. Honestly, that's all it needs. Fun fact, Resident Evil 4, you can survive a chainsaw if your FPS is above 70 and below 10 due to an old build bug. That would not be the first time that happened, because I remember when I played Resident Evil 5, the flamethrower was fucking dog shit against that one boss. And I was crashing out over it because I was like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do to fight this thing. And it was like, oh, if your FPS is above 30, like, you basically do no damage to it. Like, it's theoretically possible to still beat it, but fucking, it's not gonna happen. On the full DS, 3DS, Vita, PSP, all the niche systems too. Gonna get your N-Gauge. Emulating 360 should be easier, since the chipset for PS3 was known at the time to be a pain in the ass to work with. Well, hasn't Xbox always basically just been, like, a cheap PC? Like, not literally, obviously, but, like, they all use DirectX, which is, like, something that we see on PC as well. That's, like, why they're called Xboxes. I jailbroke my Vita. Very good decision if you have one. I've never actually jailbroken anything. Leon actually has a full animation to push the chainsaw away while getting hurt. Interesting. There's actually a Resident Evil game for the N-Gauge. Of course there is. Why does it feel like the N-Gauge got a bunch of stuff and now it's fucking impossible to do anything with? Like, you have to emulate it. I always think it would be funny if Bethesda was like, actually, here's Shadow Key on Steam. Is that the one based on 4 with its own unique story set in an airport? Oh my god, this fucking... These fish! These fishes! I need the right fishies! There's gotta be somewhere in the Dry Valley that I was just forgetting. Don't forget the CDI too. You mean Degeneration, the Resident Evil CGI movie? Don't forget the CDI too. Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer. The CGI movies are canon, by the way. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? There's gotta be something else. I think we've been getting the same, like, 3 fish from this place. It's like ancient fish, the yellow fish, and one other one that I can't remember the name of. And I'm pretty sure we already had all of these. The N-Gauge is the one based on the movie. That's really funny. Okay. We're gonna go turn in all these bones. I'm pretty sure we didn't get whatever the new one is that we're missing. But I don't know where else would be dry. Because the Rune Canyon is just that. And bones? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you realize that the lack of bones is the lack of happiness, Boneless? When we found out that the what was it? The circus of boners, we found out boner means happiness. I didn't have any bugs. Oh, we did actually get something new. Okay. We got a single bowfin. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Lake on the mountains. Magnificent flower garden. Mysterious places. So, lake on the mountains. Not sure where that is. Field where giraffes live. Cold Sea. I think Cold Sea we know about. So let's go to the north. Fun fact, the Abyss viruses is the only viruses that is not sold on the black market due to being able to survive in infected waterways, fresh and salt. Boneless is lifeless and unhappy. That's why he likes feet, because it's full of bones. You should play the Zeebo edition of Resident Evil 4 for Halloween. Do I have to do older Resident Evil games before going into the 7, 8, 9 era? Let's go to the Snow Village. I get pretty happy with a boner, but then afterwards I get really tired and have to lay down. The Abyss Virus's Revelations. So where does Resident Evil 0 fit into this whole thing? Oh, no, this is the wrong one. I need to go to the eastern one. You have to play all of the story content set before them before you play them. Prequel to RE1 that explains how Rebecca got to the mansion. Resident Evil 0 is 24 hours before Resident Evil 1. Okay. That makes sense given what it's given the title. There's no bone in it though, just a lot of blood. So I'm gonna hope that this is also this is both the cold and the northern sea. Alright guys, I'm basically half asleep. I'm gonna be going to bed now. Night, y'all. Have a good night, Smith. Rest well. And then Resident Evil Survivors is important to RE9. Oh no. Later, Goonbite. Good luck with setting up OnlyFans. Au revoir. Boyd's gonna miss the ending. I actually don't know how close we are to the end. Like, I imagine I could probably go speak with, oh, what's his nuts at the Gola Highlands or whatever. Or are we thinking one more stream? I mean, I could end stream now. Part of the issue is just that there's so many things to collect And I don't know, maybe I should just get the ending. Fuda's gonna miss the ending. Because it is Friday morning now. And I imagine a lot of people have work. I think I want to try and catch all the fish. And the bugs. Get the ending and come back for penance later. Oh no. I played this to get away from Final Fantasy X. Let's finish tomorrow so more can see it. Yeah, probably. I'm just gonna keep trying to find other characters. Other collectibles. Because, like, we're basically done with flowers. I think the flowers we need to do... Like, there's, like, we have to basically go to the final area, I'm pretty sure. Vegetables, I think we're missing one. If that. The fish is what we're really trying to finish, and then bugs will take a minute because I have to deal with figuring out how to catch bugs. No, it's my Friday, and Friday then I'm on my weekend. Drunk Sanity for the win. Lynn Hippo Conglomerate. I've been off since Tuesday. It's Tuesday, innit? Coma is a dead eat. A dead eat? It's too late, Lynn. I've read it. You deadbeat. I chase storms. I'm usually not working. A storm chaser? Somebody's been recommending a disaster report for me. I think it was Retropixel Lizard. Chip shop Tuesday in it. Bottle of water. Oh hell yeah, Michigan is fun. That seems new. I don't recognize it. Sometimes I think Lynn is genuinely trying to make me mad. Why? Ooh. I'm gonna hope that this is if this is another fish I don't recognize, we're gonna go back. Part of me is afraid to, because if this is tiger rockfish, nope, I recognize that. I just fucking hate you, Coma, for existing. What the fuck, man? See? What the hell? We're just vibing, man. Alaska Pollock. Eats popcorn watching beef. Lynn needs 15 million second ban. That's a lot of seconds. I think this is gonna be another rockfish. He lied about Shelby? Who's Shelby? The only Shelby I knew was in my first grade class, and she was weird. Anglerfish! Oh my god, that's another new one. I'm pretty sure that's the Northern Sea one. I don't think it's the other cold water one, though. Speaking of Shelby, I heard they made a Peaky Blinders movie. Shelby blanking my blank. I have not watched Peaky Blinders. My brother watched the movie, he liked it. I've never watched Peaky Blinders, other than like the occasional, I don't know, aura edit that you see on Twitter or something. I wonder if you ever heard of Legend of River King for Game Boy Color. It got two sequels and a successor with an action RPG element in it. The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've heard of the game. I imagine I've heard of, like, Legend of the River King because of, like, other stuff that's used similar names. I'm religiously opposed to the British. Alright, let's go turn these in and pray that we got both of the fish that we needed. Honestly, that grenade scene was kind of stupid in the new episode. I wouldn't know. It's a fishing RPG with RPG combat in the second game. Interesting. Fishing RPG. They turned the mini game into the main game. Retro is a damn mongrel gangster. What? What does that mean? I want a fishing simulator where it's me getting sunburned while my uncle gets drunk and we don't catch anything! It's called fishing, not catching. Lives in the snowlands. Okay, so we have these. Mysterious places. Lake on the mountains we don't have. Magnificent flower garden we don't have. We do have the cold sea done. Northern sea done. Okay, so field where giraffes live, cold sea. This one, we still don't have this one. Cold sea fish that has a single white line. So we're missing lake on the mountains, field where giraffes live, cold sea, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think we can do these. Well, 100% does mean you gotta catch them all. Yeah, but like, you know, not yet. You know? Mysterious places, magnificent flower garden, lake on the mountains. So, let's go to... I think Lake on the Mountains refers to the Gola Highlands. Retro lives in Birmingham and frequents the Garrison pub. I've never seen a man drink so much whiskey and blow. What? I suppose they could be referring to the caves. That could also be, like, a place in the mountains. But this area seems quite mountainous. No? Or am I, like, high? Shelby puts unpinned grenade in another man's coat instead of grabbing Shelby. Man runs outside of the location and blows up. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a little bit silly. If a man's gonna kill you with a grenade, the least you can do is return the favor. Brimstone butterfly. It's brimstone. Why not take off the coat? Come on. Watch this be... What's it? It's like a... What was this? Grass carp. I'm gonna fish a few more times. I don't recognize grass carp, but that might be the one that we're missing. So that might be the one we're missing, but I also am a dumbass who doesn't remember what I'm missing. Because it doesn't give me the names. And it's only one fish that we're missing. It's fucked up. Yeah, there's no way it's this one that we're missing, because we fished here a bunch before. Ugh. Get all your fuck-ass fish yet? Not yet. We're missing, like, 5? One of them says that it's in a plains where giraffe live. Now, this area doesn't strike me as very plains-like, but there are giraffes here. But the other place that had giraffes didn't give it to me, and that might be RNG. That could also be there's something there that I don't know about. Like maybe if it's time-based. Like, oh, if you fish during the day, you'll be fine. It'll happen instantly. Or if you fished at night, you get it immediately. Kingfish. Oh god, you know how it goes. The fewer you need, the lower the drop chance of what you need. Ain't that just the fucking truth? That's just the way it is. Because it's like, oh, if I need all of the fish, any fish I catch is a good thing. You know, and the fewer and fewer that you need, the fewer catches you're happy about. Thanks for keeping the stream going long exclusively on my account. It allowed me to take my idle wake-up thoughts to a good conclusion and prepare some plans for the day. Well, I'm glad you feel included, but I will admit that it wasn't because of you specifically. You did, however, miss the beginning of stream, which was a little bit different today. It was exclusively for boneless. Yeah, you big tease. I don't know what you mean. I'm not teasing at all. I was forced to sing a song today, don't you know? I hate these yellow scale fish. I think they're ugly. We're gonna fish through the night, I think, on this one. It's like Monster Hunter's desire sensor since extrapolated all the games do it. All the games with loot drop mechanics because of course there's one thing you need with a drop chance that can only accurately convey as the embodiment of what it feels like to get ran over by the tanks at Tiananmen Square. You need to get 3 copies of a 0.1% drop chance. That's all. I actually have no idea about anything Monster Hunter. I will pay the fee again. Sing for me, monkey boy. Oh no. Has the Truckster found out yet? I mean, we mentioned it to we mentioned the thing to him. And he wanted a timestamp. But it was like over the course of several things. Several donations. 3. Some of them you need like 10 or 15. Marbled lungfish. I don't think that's the one that we wanted either, but it might be. Singing about American Gold like you usually do. I'm pretty sure it's a Canadian song. Another grass carp. At night? Yeah, but it has a lyric about American Gold. Sadly, only one song per stream by my contract. That's the way it's gonna be. I'm not going to up the number. I'm not a singer. Not really. Especially get fucked in the ass if it's the last one you need. Yeah, but You only need one more thing. And if you get that one thing, you're done. But, like, you know, now instead of being a 0.1%, we're gonna make it a 0.01%, okay? But how many streams per song? What? There is no mandatory number of streams for me to sing. If I feel like singing on my own, I don't necessarily have to stream it. There, how's that answer? Man, this fishing thing is taking a fucking minute. Alright, let's go turn these in and see if we got the one that we're missing. I don't think so, but we'll see. If you sing, we have to pay. No, actually, that's not true either. If that was the case, then I would be demanding money. But I try not to demand money, because I try to have a little more tact than that. I try to be more, hey, donations are appreciated, but never mandatory. Because otherwise, I start feeling like, Like, you ever see those videos of, like, streamers who are like, God, why don't you guys give me money? Like, I don't know if you've ever watched, like, a DSP stream or whatever. It seems awful to me, I'm not gonna lie. It all makes sense, though. I do it for the bit. Jockey would love you for you to demand money. Shut up, dude. Come on. I don't want to. I don't want to demand money from anybody. I did say fucking around fishing for 5 fucking hours for one stupid fish that has a stupid drop chance, and it seems I was right on the money. Hey, it's only been like 3 hours. And it's like 5 fish. Rag is going to go full e-girl and sing and dance for us. I fucking hope not. Yeah, none of these are what we need. So, highlands close to the mountains, a lake on the mountains. Big fish that looks like a crocodile. I almost wonder if a lake on the mountains is... Yeah, so this I'm pretty sure is found in the same place as these, so we'll probably have to go to the... We probably have to go to the North Lake again. Or, not North, the eastern, the eastern snowfields for that one. I think a lake on the mountains is probably... I want to say it's the Dry Canyon. Donations are appreciated, especially if they amount to at least $638 per stream. Yes. Yes, I will always be more appreciative of more money. But, you know, I think that goes for anybody. If somebody hands you $5, you're like, thanks, man. If somebody hands you $10, you're like, thanks, man. With a little bit more vim and vigor. I don't want to go full e-girl. Full e-girl and singing and dancing. Like, singing I've thought about every now and then. I think I still have a song on my channel somewhere, but it's like, I should probably private it, honestly. Because it's not actually, like, any good. Rag and e-girl makeup? No, what the fuck? Where's my hot tub rag flavored water? No. No. That's not happening ever. I've seen footage of a streamer girl ban someone for only giving her $2! Banned for being poor! What a complete... Anyway, then I forgot what I was going to say. Banned for being poor. Just like, this is the members chat, bro. You're supposed to be rich here, alright? Let's go to the... We'll go to the Snow Village first. Refusing donations to stay in a lower tax bracket. Thunder is sounding like dynamite going off, so I need to leave stream. See you next time, Rago. Have a good one, No Name. Stay safe out there. I appreciate that we can just chill out in the bath right here before going straight into the maze. I wonder if you can boil the dog alive. Are you Chinese? Asking if you can boil the dog alive. No. But I am curious in this game. It's like in any game. How, can I give this thing a horrible, painful death? The answer is usually yes. So we're looking for a fish with a white stripe, apparently. Now, I'm convinced we can catch it here, because it says a cold sea. But it didn't give me any other things. Oh god, Boneless found it. Go away. No, Boneless, no! Hustle Bros will refuse all the donations to keep yourself poor and hungry for success. But take every gosh dang brand deal you can get. I mean, of course. You don't want to leave money on the table down, do you? When I give money, I don't expect anything to happen. It's up to the streamer to decide what they're cool with. That's fair. I appreciate that. I do feel bad if I don't deliver on something that it was asked for, especially when it's something I've already delivered on once. And it's not that big a deal. Just know that it is because I am willing to embarrass myself for money. The degree to which I'm willing to embarrass myself, well, that's, that'll probably change depending on the night. Give me a different... Catch me another night and I might not be feeling it. I might be like, fuck you, my money. Thanks, bitch. Ding, 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 ding. A sardine? Oh boy! Remember, you will one day get... You did say one song per stream if you're feeling it. I did. I did. So it's gonna be a gamba every single time. Is Rag feeling it today? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Gonna donate $39.99 and ask Rag to buy me $39.99 in Vidya. Best I can do is $24.99. Also, it's not happening, so don't do that. I will take the money and laugh at you. Albacore. Let me look at the description of that. Does it say if, like, is that the one we're looking for? I don't think so. Long fin that looks like a dragonfly. Nope. Merluza, that's not it. That's one of the ones that we had to catch before. But we already have that one now. Maybe maybe I'd be disinclined to send you all the stuff you like. You know what I'm talking about. I know what you're implying. I don't think I know what you're talking about. $15, what do you mean $15? Anglerfish. We caught another anglerfish before we caught one of these fucking things that we're missing. Oh no. Rag, I'm gonna make hot dogs, don't end stream. You're gonna make hot dogs? I haven't made hot dogs in forever. I should make some hot dogs. I need to get some sausage. I didn't see what fish that was. It's a merluza, damn it. Large mouth, long fin. Swims in a big group, pointy head. It's 2 a.m. for some dogs, man. I'm jealous. Rag, I'm gonna stream Don't Make Hot Dogs. What? You haven't streamed in fucking years at this point, no? I think we all need to get some sausage. Unless you've been streaming on some secret platform that you haven't told me about. Preaching to the choir. A sardine. Come on! Come on with this fuck-ass fish! Some maple breakfast sausage would be great right now. Ooh. 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 Man. You know, one of the most memorable breakfasts of my life was right before I shipped off to basic. I had just completed MEPS, and we had like one night in a hotel that we were like, before I was going to get on the bus and go to or get on the plane to go to basic. I was getting on a plane. I had to catch a bus in the morning to get to the airport, but get on a plane to go to I remember breakfast that morning. We had eggs, sausage, and like, I don't think it was pancakes. It was like French toast, I want to say. And I remember, like, this breakfast, something about it just felt different. And I think what it was, like, I think in my mind, it's like, damn, this is the first breakfast that I'm having as, like, a full-on, like, this is not, like, Rag living at home with mom, and, like, this is me doing this shit as an adult. Like, I haven't made this food, obviously. It's like I'm at the hotel still. I'm heading out, like, in the early morning. But I remember this breakfast because it was like, it was the first time that I really felt, like, independent. And it was kind of nice. I enjoyed it. I have this distinct memory of the maple syrup getting onto the, like, actually, like, getting onto the eggs and the sausage, and just being like, you know what, that actually kind of tastes kind of good when it's all mixed together like that, instead of, like, having my shit be like, oh yeah, I put a very small amount of syrup on because I didn't want it to get everywhere. Now I'm